TD Garden, this is Boston Bruins hockey, as tonight the Bruins try to extend their season opening streak to 3 straight wins as they play host to the Buffalo Sabres in a division matchup. Great to have you with us alongside Bob Beers. I'm Ryan Johnston. Tonight's storylines are brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers and the Chevy Silverado, where dependability comes standard. Well, here on Thursday night, Bruins won their second straight, 4-3 in overtime over the Chicago Blackhawks. Jonas Korpisalo made 2 massive saves in overtime to extend that game long enough for Fraser Minton to score the game winner. Tanner Jeannot and Casey Mittelstadt each notching their first goals of the season for Marco Sturm, one night after he saw his team rely on the first line for all the scoring against Washington.
Yeah, no, it's huge because they can't do it every night. I wish, but top guys got to be the top guys every night. There's no question. But you also need some, like you said, secondary scoring, and so it was good that we had those guys chipping in as well, and also, you know, with Mintz having another guy who can score too and be on the score sheet.
Yeah, funny. I just ran into Morgan Geeky's father, who's here for the game. On the elevators. You know, that's what the case was. So you need other people to chip in, and it was good to see there were a lot of firsts in the second game of the season. On a game where the Bruins didn't really have it in terms of execution. You know, a lot of passes in skates, a lot of passes, you know, just not connecting. They didn't play fast. And then they got massive saves by Korpisalo in overtime to give them a chance to win, and then a big goal by Fraser Minton, another first, right? You know, yeah. So look, they hung in there. You're going to have to win games in different ways. You know, they were pretty structured in the game 1 against Washington. Yeah, there was a couple breakdowns here and there, but they were pretty structured against the Capitals and played well defensively. You know, but game 2 probably not exactly where they wanted to be. So we'll see where this takes them here today. I mean, Buffalo had 37 shots the other day against the New York Rangers. You know, Shesterkin was good against them. And shot totals don't always mean everything, but 37 shots against a team that's supposed to be a good team in the Rangers, and Shesterkin played well. So this is a good offensive team in the Sabres, and the Bruins, I mean, it goes without saying, it should go without saying, you don't take anybody lightly based on where you finished last year. We're not talking about the #1 team in the NHL right now, the way it used to be a couple years ago. This is a team that finished in the bottom 5, and they need to be ready to go every night. So this will be a good test for them here today.
Well, you mentioned the Bruins structure.
And get greedy.
Yeah, absolutely. Go get greedy. See how long you can ride this winning streak to start the season. You mentioned structure. Marco Sturm talked about that, some of the differences between game 1 and game 2.
And hopefully they can see the same way I do. I keep telling them, but hopefully they see it the same way, that for our team to win games, we got to be structured very well. We have to. And even a team like Chicago, I mean, look at them. Look at the forwards. They have some really good weapons. They have really good speed. Totally different game than last night. So if you stick with your structure, and it's not about who we're going to play against, it's more about us. I always look at it's about us. And as long as we do our job, we will be fine. Doesn't matter who's going to come in this building, but we got to start at one point, and we got to be consistent.
Yeah, like, you know, we saw the neutral zone against Washington, and we saw time after time after time when they were really structured, really kind of patient and disciplined in that area. I didn't see it nearly as much against Chicago, and they got some rushes where, you know, they had some really good chances with the 4th guy involved on those rushes, and the tying goal was a perfect example. It was a bad line change, but for the Bruins, but it was the 4th guy coming up the ice, and Burakovsky that scored. So they've got to be better in a couple of those areas. They got some good performances out of their D, especially after Hampus Lindholm went down with an injury. You know, a guy like McAvoy was excellent. Zadorov, Peak, the penalty killing again, really good. when it needed to be. It's, you're not going to have Hampus Lindholm here today. Jordan Harris is going to play today. We're going to talk about him in a second. But it's for them being structured off the rush against the Buffalo Sabres team that can really bring the rush. They're good at it. And they're a good offensive team. They've got some guys who can put the puck in the net. I mean, between Logan Thompson and Tuck, and they can come. So it's going to be really important for the Bruins to be on their game in a defensive type of way against the Sabres tonight.
All right, let's talk about defensively. Hampus Lindholm, as you mentioned, leaves that game early on. The update on him, it's a lower body injury. He's not going to play tonight. Sturm says the injury is minor. They expect him to be able to skate tomorrow. They'll kind of play it by ear from there about when he's able to return to the lineup. But Haverhill native Jordan Harris will make his Bruins debut tonight.
When I'm on my game, I use my feet and my head to my advantage. I can close plays very quickly defensively. I think that's my strong suit, is on the defensive side. Killing plays and then getting the puck moving up ice during the rush. I like to hop in the offense when I can. So a little bit of everything, but using my feet and my head, those are my two strongest assets.
Yeah, he's had some success in this building too, right? I mean, he's had a lot of success in this building, both with Northeastern and I think for him, he's not a big guy, but he can use his feet. Think about Matt Grzelcyk. He's my comparison to Matt Grzelcyk, right? A little different in the way that they play, but Grzelcyk was an effective player here when he played for the Bruins, and Harris a little bit bigger than Grzelcyk, but just he can use his feet, he can make plays. I don't like using. He's on the second pair. You know what I mean? Zdorov's going to play more than him tonight. Mm-hmm. So is that. So who's on the second and third pair? Right. I mean, they're trying to spread it out a little bit. But he can be an effective player if he uses his head and his feet. He's not going to be an overly physical guy, which is fine. It's not his game. But you defend with your smarts and your stick and your feet. And that's how he has to defend, and then make that good first pass out of the zone, join the rush when it's there.
And speaking this morning, he says he feels like he and Peak together can do a lot in shutting down the.
Peak has taken major steps forward. He's been good, and he stepped up huge the other night.
And then Fraser Minton, who had the game winner on Thursday. Just the fact the young centerman was on the ice in overtime shows the confidence that Marco Sturm has in him already. But Minton says he knows there's plenty of growing to do.
Yeah, lots. I think got room to continue to get better at everything. I think for me, like, face-offs, being good defensively is going to be big to get out there and get, like, D-zone starts and get out there on the PK and stuff like that.
Jeremy Swayman going to get the start in goal for the Bruins tonight. Other than that, Harris in for Lindholm is the only change in the lineup. Counting it down to puck drop here at TD Garden. Here's what's on deck, brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing, #1 in premium decking. Order free samples at timbertech.com. We'll go around the NHL, including some afternoon action in Winnipeg.
Morrissey's wrist shot, deflected in front, they score! Mark Scheifele with his second of the afternoon gives Winnipeg a 3-2 lead.
I'll talk with Bruins head coach Marco Sturm.
Losing game one, especially at home, didn't score yet. So that means they're going to come out hard. We just got to be ready.
And up next, we'll preview tonight's opponent, the Buffalo Sabres, here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 Ridgeline, 2026 Passport, or 2026 CR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Hey, it's Big Jim. Are you stuck in traffic going to the game? Next time, do what I do. Just take the train to North Station. With Commuter Rail, kids 11 and under always ride free. And if the game's on a weekend, you ride with $10 weekends. So next game, don't be late battling traffic and parking. Ugh. Get tickets with the M-Ticket app and take the train straight to the game.
You may have noticed a new name in the region. In January 2022, Builders First Source acquired all of the locations in New England. While the rebrand has begun, our acquisitions continue with recently acquired Douglas Lumber in Smithfield, Rhode Island, now with over 14 locations across 3 states. You can expect Builders First Source to continuously supply the best products and service in New England. Whatever challenge your project brings, challenge accepted, solution delivered. Builders First Source.
Hi, this is Andrew Peak. I'm excited to be teaming up with the Shaws and Star Market Foundation and 98.5 The Sports Hub for Feeding the Puck for Families. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck this season and helps score a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative will donate $100 to help end hunger here in our local communities. Since its inception, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $250 million across the country to ensure our neighbors have the nutrition needed to thrive locally. Every time we feed the puck for a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation will make a donation of $100 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help end hunger up to $50,000. To learn more about feeding the puck for families, visit 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Kids eat free at the 99 every Sunday in October. Kids get a free meal from the kids menu with every adult entree purchased. You gotta love the Nines.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or 2026 HRV. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Hit 985thesportshub.com.
Off the draw, this is sent down the ice, off the stick of Darlene, bullseye. 4-0 Rangers. From deep inside of his own zone, it's Adam Fox, who had an empty netter in the Ranger win here last year, who seals the deal with 2:35 to go.
Bruins getting ready to take on the Buffalo Sabres, who are hoping this is the year they can snap what is now a 14-year playoff drought. Did not get off to the smoothest of starts, though. A 4-0 loss to the Rangers in their season opener on Thursday night. Head coach Lindy Ruff pointing to some of the biggest reasons for that loss.
Our passing wasn't very clean tonight. I think even on our power play, just some errant passes that, we should connect that we've been pretty good on. You look at the end of our first power play unit, Norris has got, I think it's Byram wide open, and he backhands it, but he missed Byram by, quite some margin. A little bit of that first game, but I thought once we got going in the second period, we had our chances. We just didn't convert.
Yeah, Shesterkin might have had something to say about that. 37 saves for Shesterkin. They were a little bit off early going. They're dealing with some injuries right now, the Sabres are. In fact, Josh Norris, the guy that they mentioned in that clip, or Lindy Ruff mentioned in that clip, that he got hurt late in the game. That was a much closer game than the score would indicate, right? It was 1-0 for a while, and then the Rangers scored a couple goals late, 3 goals late, including an empty netter. I see the Sabres embarrassed the Bruins at least once last year.
Couple of times. Yeah.
Because their offense is very capable. And they've got some game breakers up front, including Tage Thompson and Alex Tuch, and among others. But they've got some guys who can put the puck in the net. And if the Bruins are lax defensively and aren't paying attention to detail, the Sabres can score. And, Swayman's going to get tested here today, much like Shesterkin did the other day. The Rangers are coming off of a shutout loss of their own against the Penguins the first game of the season. So they go out and win 4-0 against the Sabres the second game of the season. You got to pay attention to detail defensively here against this Buffalo team. I think you can expose them a little bit on their own end, but that'll be up to the Bruins forwards to be able to do that. And, defensively, attention to detail, like any game this season for the Bruins, has to be on.
Yeah, Tage Thompson had 2 hat tricks against the Bruins last season, 2 of the last 3 meetings between these two teams. And you mentioned the injury to Josh Norris. He's going to be out a significant amount of time, Lindy Ruff said today. Also, they're missing their starting goaltender. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen is sidelined with a lower body injury to start the season. Alex Lyon will be their starter tonight. So as we get ready for the Bruins and the Sabres here at TD Garden, we will check the Sports Hub headlines coming up next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Are you interested in a new high-efficiency heat pump system that heats and cools your home? How about a $10,000 rebate? Call L&F Electrical at 844-LF-WIRES or visit lfelectricalservice.com, a veteran-owned company.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Builders, remodelers, and homeowners, listen up. Partner with one of the most trusted, independently owned lumberyards and showrooms around, Cape Cod Lumber and CCL Homescapes. Visit CCL's newly renovated kitchen showroom and get inspired as soon as you walk through the door. Explore the latest trends from the most reliable kitchen cabinet manufacturers in the industry. Check out dozens of color combinations and popular styles in our refreshed showroom in Abington. Visit us online at cclco.com or in person at CCL Homescapes in Abington. CCL, 100% employee-owned and operated.
Looking for the ultimate game day destination? Head to the Bossy Sports Lounge in Natick. Catch every play on dozens of TVs while enjoying craft cocktails, brick oven pizza, and a lively atmosphere. Keep the fun and competition going with shuffleboard showdown, 6 smart dartboards, or tee it up on the full swing golf simulators. And for the biggest games, step into the Invictus Sports Theater. Plush seating, full food and beverage service, and a massive 12x19 video wall with surround sound that puts you right in the middle of the action. Visit bossy.net to book your experience today.
Building a fireplace, patio, walkway? Plymouth Quarries has 60 acres of products for you. Visit their Hingham location or PlymouthQuarries.com. Plymouth Quarries, excellence in stone since 1915.
Your gear isn't just your equipment, it's part of your game. At Monkey Sports Superstore in Norwood, they'll help you find the best fit for your sport, style, and level of play. Need sharpening, restringing, or adjusting? They got you. Go talk to their experts and leave with the gear you trust. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
Zoe and Beetle, middays on the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Bruins trying to improve to 3-0 in the young season. They host the Sabres tonight at the Garden. Hampus Lindholm out with his lower body injury. He's considered day-to-day. Jordan Harris will slide into the lineup for Boston. Tonight, Game 5 between the Brewers and the Cubs in the NLDS. Openers for both teams. Drew Pomeranz going for Chicago. Meanwhile, the Brewers can open with their closer, Trevor McGill. Patriots and the Saints tomorrow at 1 o'clock. The team today elevated running back Terrell Jennings and defensive end Truman Jones to the active roster. College football action this afternoon. Indiana looking to pull a win over Oregon. They lead 27-20. 5 minutes to play in the fourth. Texas, meanwhile, on the verge of an upset over number 6 Oklahoma. Longhorns leading that game 23-6 with 2 minutes to play. Boston Bruins Loon Mountain Resort and 98.5 The Sports Hub have teamed up to offer the Skate and Ski ticket package for the 2025-26 season. Purchase a $150 ticket to select Bruins games and receive a complimentary lift ticket to Loon Mountain. Head to bostonbruins.com/skate and ski for more information to buy your tickets while supplies last. I'm Matt McCarthy. RJ and Bob go around the NHL next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hi, it's Jason Todd from Blue Sky Restoration. All hockey season, Blue Sky is restoring historic garden moments on the ice. Tune in to tonight's game on the Bruins Radio Network to hear this date in history restored by Blue Sky. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. Restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow.
Hurry into DQ for their sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets, layered with flavor from top to bottom and everywhere in between. Try them today. Now available in new sweet chili or honey barbecue. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Bruins Radio Network welcome the following new partners. TimberTech Decking and Railing, #1 in premium decking. Order free samples at timbertech.com. Blue Sky Restoration. Tune in to hear this date in history being restored by Blue Sky all season long. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. And your Boston area Lexus dealers. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer today. From the home of the Bruins, thank you for joining our winning team.
Hey, it's Felger here. Football season is back, and Surfside Iced Tea and Vodka and Surfside Lemonade and Vodka is bringing you your tailgate must-have. There's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside to enjoy while you cheer on your home team. Made with real vodka and real brewed tea, Surfside is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Ask for it at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
With the cough and cold season upon us, Ocean State Job Lot carries many of your favorite brands, yet we sell these products from 20 to 60% off your favorite drugstore. Robitussin, Ricola, Mucinex, NyQuil, Advil, Vicks, all types of vitamins, including Centrum and Vitafusion, cough drops from Halls and Honeys, chapstick, Listex, Burt's Bees, and Vaseline lip therapies, right down to lotion-based puffs to blow your nose. Save money when you shop at Ocean State Job Lot. Take a look at our cough and cold center the next time you visit us.
For the best deal on any name brand tire, get to Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest price and the most free services, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. And you know, I mean nobody.
Town Fair Tire. Toucher and Hardy, mornings on the Sports Hub.
Bruins and Sabres coming up from TD Garden. Time to go around the NHL. Every team in action today and tonight. We start with a couple of afternoon games. Winnipeg getting their first win of the season, 3-2 over L.A.
Now for Velarde. Kicks it from his skate to his stick. Indirect back toward the line for Morrissey. Morrissey's wrist shot. And in front they score! Mark Scheifele with his second to make a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, Scheifele and Kyle Connor kind of picking up right where they kind of left off in the regular season. Connor had 3 goals in their first game of the season. They lost that game 4-3, but he did have a hat trick in that one. Scheifele with a couple of goals here today. Connor with an assist, and Winnipeg looking to move forward again. You know, some people picking them to kind of regress a little bit. They had such a good season last year, but getting Kyle Connor in the fold and getting him signed up for long term is big for them moving forward.
Looks like the Blues are about to get their first win of the year. They're up 4-2 on Calgary late third period.
Getting to the front net to pay the price.
Parayko score! Colton Parayko on a slap shot. That puck was deflected right in front of the net. It might have been Jake with his second of the game. It was.
Yeah, exactly. Jake Neighbors, 2 goals in that game here for the St. Louis Blues. St. Louis trying to bounce back after a shutout loss in their game, in their home opener.
Among the night games, a 7 p.m. start in Detroit. Austin Matthews and the Maple Leafs take on the Red Wings.
Yeah, they're a fast, skilled team. They've got big D, but they can move it well, and they move well as well. So just need everybody to be rolling and make sure we're taking care of pucks and just kind of playing the kind of game and the kind of style that we know makes us successful.
Toronto won their first game, but a lot of people said that Montreal outplayed them a little bit. People are bullish on the Montreal Canadiens, so Toronto gets their first win. Detroit, on the other hand, trying to take that next step moving forward. John Gibson was in net for them. He got pulled in their home opener. They got booed off the ice after the second period, so a rough start for the Detroit Red Wings as they try to bounce back here today against Toronto.
Tampa Bay Lightning going to be here in Boston on Monday. Tonight, Anthony Cirelli and the Lightning open their home schedule against the Devils.
Yeah, I mean, our fans are electric. You know, they come in, they bring the noise for us, and, you know, we love playing in front of them, especially how loud it was after Dougie's fight. It was really got our bench going. So, yeah, it's always fun playing at home.
Yeah, Tampa trying to bounce back from a loss to the Ottawa Senators, which was a really good game, and it was 5-4 final for Ottawa, coming out on top on that one. So a lot of people picking Tampa to win the Atlantic, and a lot of people picking Ottawa to win the Atlantic.
Well, Ottawa is taking on Florida tonight. Paul Maurice's Panthers looking to start the season 3-0.
We know how Ottawa's going to play. Really fast, physical, really good hockey team. So you're not going to get as much. So then you're starting to see, okay, that's more normal. You don't get quite as many scoring chances. So you are a little more desperate with your puck to the net idea. You're not going to get as much.
That's our look around the NHL. Bruins head coach Marco Sturm joins us next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Hi, this is Jeff Kaplan from Innuendo in Natick. Cut out that game day glare from hard-to-reach windows with Hunter Douglas PowerView automated window treatments. Innuendo's talented and friendly design staff will help you choose the right Hunter Douglas products, and we measure and install everything we sell. Hunter Douglas at Innuendo.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.49% APR on a 2025 Pilot or a 3.99% APR on a 2026 Ridgeline, 2026 Passport, or 2026 CR-V.
See dealer for financing details.
Attention business owners. Discover how Cambridge Savings Bank's customized solutions and dedicated support can help drive your business growth. Visit a branch today to learn more. You feel that? That's not game day jitters. That's a rodent returning a kick through your garage. Spiders, they're running routes across your ceiling. And stink bugs, they've formed a huddle in your windowsill. Bad defense loses games, but bad pest control, that loses your home. Call Burgess Pest, my go-to for years. Burgess Pest is local, fast, and they play to win with year-round coverages starting at $39 a month. With nearly 100 years of experience, Burgess Pest is family-owned right here in our own backyard. Mice, spiders, stink bugs, gone. BurgessPest.com. Built for New England, built to stop pests.
Hey, it's Zone. If you're settling in for the game, and whoa, that basement smells like you hit a blitzing linebacker, you've got mold, and that's when you bring in the best offensive line. Chris and his team at Green Home Solutions, they use all natural enzymes that block mold at the root, no harsh chemicals, no tearing up walls. They'll have your basement back to game shape in less than a day. Call Chris and his team at 1-800-SOLUTIONS. That's 1-800-SOLUTIONS, and make sure to tell them Zoe sent you.
Run, walk, or roll to help people and families affected by autism live life to the fullest at this year's 26th annual Flutie 5K for Autism on October 26th at Natick High School. Join us in our goal to raise over $400,000 to support families in your local community. Register today at flutie5k.com.
Felger and Maz, afternoons on the Sports Hub.
Our pregame interview with Marco Sturm is brought to you by Safety Insurance, providing comprehensive coverage for your auto, home, and business. Ask your independent agent about safety.
Here with Bruins head coach Marco Sturm, coming off the overtime win the other night in Chicago. You guys are 2-0, but I know coaches always are looking for ways to improve. So what specific areas of improvement are you looking for after 2 games?
Yeah, no, there's, like you said, there's always improvement, but you also got to know you never critique a win too. So you got to find, that fine line. And my guys did a really extremely good job playing with structure. We are not allowed to lose that. It doesn't matter who's going to come in this building or not. I think overall I think as a line we can connect a little bit better and support a little bit better, and that was a little bit the message today.
You guys lost Hampus Lindholm early in that game, had to play 5D the rest of the way. How'd you think you guys handled that?
Really well. I'm not gonna lie. It's losing a guy like Hampus. It's not easy, but the guys handled it very well. We spread out the minutes, even with the power play and PK. They did their job. That's all we asked for.
Well, we're talking about D. Zadorov threw his weight around quite a bit the other night, had some heavy hits. What does his physicality mean on the back end for you guys?
Yeah, well, if I'm the opposite, the opponent, and he's on the ice, you just have to be aware, right? And that's something he has, and not just because of his size, but also that's just the way he plays. And for sure, he's going to scare a few people, a few players. Whenever he's on the ice, so you just kind of have to be aware. We just want him to stay in control too. Sometimes he gets too aggressive and maybe takes a penalty or so. But as long as he plays hard and plays the right way, I'm good with that.
Fraser Minton gets the overtime game winner the other night. Besides that, what have you thought of his game and how he fits on that line between Eyssimont and Jeannot so far?
Yeah, really good. And he's a very straightforward, simple sentiment, exactly the way I wanted him to play, and so far he does it. So I'm not really surprised. He showed it since day 1 training camp. In the first 2 games, we only focused on few areas, not 10 different areas, I'm glad he plays that way and he sticks with it, and hopefully after this goal he doesn't change his game.
First overtime game for you guys the other night. 3-on-3 is a really different animal. How do you go about, especially with a new coach and you're kind of getting to learn these guys, how do you go out picking your threesomes?
Yeah, I had to ask Kels actually, who are the good pairs and not, so I'm trying to do that, and that's what I did basically. But slowly I get to know a little bit the players too, and I know OT. But yeah, we just gave up a little bit, one too many chances, so Corby came up big. But OT too. OT is I don't know if you can teach that, but it's always an interesting, time and interesting 5 minutes, I would say, after 60 minutes. So it's fun for the fans, but not fun for the coach, I can tell you that.
It's a lot more fun when you win, right?
That's true.
Jordan Harris will draw into the lineup tonight with Hampus out. What does he bring as far as a skill set at both ends of the ice?
Yeah, no, he showed it already the last couple preseason games that when he's skating, when he's on top of his game, he's a good defenseman. So it doesn't matter which size he has. He just has to play his game and play very, very simple.
Well, tonight it's the Buffalo Sabres in town. They lost their opener, so they'll be hungry. What challenges they put in front of you?
Yeah, absolutely. And usually I don't like this because, losing game one, especially at home, didn't score yet. So that means they're going to come out hard. So we just got to be ready for a good start, especially for the first 5 to 10 minutes.
All right, Marco, appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
As Marco Sturm, Bruins and the Sabres are next.
But first, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Easily Media Group Station.
On Thursday night, the Bruins weren't at their best in the home opener, but Fraser Minten made sure to send the fans home happy. Donato and Minten come over. Minten will wind up with a puck. 2-on-1 the other way. Minten coming down the right wing side. Takes a shot and scores! Fraser Minten with the overtime game winner. And the Bruins go to 2-0 with a 4-3 victory. Next up, the Bruins take on a Buffalo team already battling adversity after only one game. The Bruins and the Sabres are coming up next.
This is Boston Bruins hockey.
Across to Esposito, a shot. Bang! Pierre Neely, wow. Nathan Horton wins game 7 in overtime. Geeky scores. And there is point number 100 for Pasta and goal number 30 for Morgan Geeky.
Boston Bruins hockey is brought to you by your local New England Honda dealers, Shaw's and Star Market, Safety Insurance, Town Fair Tire, Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train, your New England Ford dealers, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, and by Catches Law.
Backhand and a save, Thomas. Swayman made a great stop at the far post.
And by Dairy Queen, Peerless Boilers, Timber Tech Decking and Railing, Charles D. Sheehy, Wendy's, Live Nation, your Boston area Lexus dealers, Tito's Handmade Vodka, and by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Back to Orr. Put in. His 100th point. Backhand score on a penalty shot for Raymond Gort. David Pasternak calls game, and the Bruins win it 2-1. Bergeron! And the Bruins win the series!
Now, here's Ryan Johnston and Bob Beers.
And we're at TD Garden where the Bruins get ready to take on the Buffalo Sabres for the first time this season. What do the Bruins need to do tonight to win number 3?
A little more structured. A little more structured than they were against the Blackhawks. It's not back-to-back. It is 3 and 4, 3 games in 4 days. And then defensively, you got Jordan Harris making his Bruins debut here today in place of Hampus Lindholm. But I think defensively structured against a really potent Sabres team, even though they didn't score any goals the other day. Still 37 shots on goal against the Rangers.
We'll have the opening face-off next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Hey, it's Big Jim. Are you stuck in traffic going to the game? Next time, do what I do. Just take the train to North Station. With Commuter Rail, kids 11 and under always ride free. And if the game's on a weekend, you ride with $10 weekends. So next game, don't be late battling traffic and parking. Ugh. Get tickets with the M-Ticket app and take the train straight to the game.
Kids eat free at the 99 every Sunday in October. Kids get a free meal from the kids menu with every adult entree purchased. You gotta love the Nines.
Hey, it's Felger here. If your home or business is in need of a roof, contact my friends at East Coast Metal Roofing during their Fall Into Savings sales event, where Sports Hub listeners get 10% off a new roof and financing options with no payment and no interest for 1 full year with approved credit. That's a great deal. You will never have to replace your roof again because their roofs have a lifetime transferable warranty, never rust, and can be installed on any style of home. Schedule a free quote by calling 844-611-ECMR. That's 844-611-ECMR, or visit eastcoastmetalroofing.com. East Coast Metal Roofing, your lifetime roofing solution.
Sports don't get any tougher than hockey, and trucks don't get any tougher than Ford F-Series, F-150, and Super Duty. The trucks that move mountains also move parade floats and snowmobiles. With that versatility, it's no wonder Ford F-Series is the #1 selling pickup for 48 years straight. Visit buyfordnow.com for great offers. Your New England Ford dealers, a proud partner of your Boston Bruins. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Looking for
The the Sports Hub.
We're here at TD Garden for the Bruins and the Buffalo Sabres. Game 3 of the Bruins' 82-game schedule. And before we drop the puck, we go down to ice level and get tonight's national anthem with Todd Angeli.
Poster, please welcome Todd Angeli.
The dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
This it's a complete game changer.
That's Todd Angeli with the national anthem here as we get set for the opening face-off between the Sabres and Bruins. We take a look at our starting lineups. In goal for the Buffalo Sabres is Alex Lyon. On defense, their captain Rasmus Dahlin and Bowen Byram, and up front Jason Zucker, Yuri Kulik, and Tage Thompson. For the Bruins, it's Jeremy Swayman starting in goal, Mason Lohrei, Charlie McAvoy, your defenseman, and up front Morgan Geekie, Elias Lindholm, and David Pastrnak.
First 5 minutes of tonight's game are presented by your New England Ford dealers. Tonight's New England Ford dealers' first 5 contestant of the game is Al Beckford of Salem, Massachusetts. If the Bruins score in the first 5 minutes, Al will pick up a pair of tickets for a future Bruins game, courtesy of the New England Ford dealers. Enter the contest at 98.5 The Sports Hub. Tom. Bruins all black here on home ice. The Sabres in the white helmets, white sweaters, trimmed in blue and blue pants. Boston will go from left to right here in the first period. As we get ready for the opening face-off, Elias Lindholm wearing the A that will normally belong to Hampus Lindholm tonight, with Hampus out of the lineup. And Buffalo controls the opening draw. Dahlin able to swat it into the Boston zone. McAvoy picks it up near Jeremy Swayman, clears it out through neutral ice. Chases to the Buffalo zone, but Byram is there first. He'll backhand it up the far wall. Tage Thompson tried to go cross ice through the neutral ice. That was deflected. Comes across toward the near side. Dahlin backing into his own end. Byram giving back for Dahlin. Elias Lindholm getting in the way of that. Pasternak's got it now right circle. Wide angle shot, forcing Lyon to make an early stop. It'll be lifted out of the zone by Zucker. And a bouncing puck back into Boston territory. Lohrei plays in behind the net for McAvoy in the near corner. Pass off the skate of Arvidsson, kicked out toward the red line. Goes across ice, and Geekie will get it deep into Buffalo territory. Lyon spun it toward the near corner. Samuelsson able to play it back around toward that far side. Now a turnover, and Arvidsson nearly had a chance, but the Sabres able to get in the way as Samuelsson knocked him loose in the slot.
Yeah, Samuelsson, a good-sized defenseman. Under some fire last year. It was a scratch a couple of times last season for this team, but can be a good defenseman for them. His father, Shell, was a...
He's not quite as big as Shell. But...
He's not, but he's still a big guy, yeah.
As Middlestat dumps into the far corner, ricochet came loose, and a shot skimming off the outside of the net from Arvidsson.
I like that play by Zacha. He looked like he was going to play it, and then he let it go. Let Arvidsson take that shot.
Samuelsson on a give and go couldn't knock down the return pass coming into the Boston slot, and that puck's going to jump out of play. Yeah, Samuelsson, 25 years old. He's listed at 6'4", 229. His dad was
6'7".
Well,
at least.
They had him listed officially at 6'6", 235 on his bio, but
he was just, and that was when you could hook, hold, grab, and he was just like,
hey, your barber.
He was all over you. You couldn't move.
One barber. Hey, I'll get some
saw
burgers
a lot
after
of him
this.
when I was growing up in Philadelphia. He was a long-time
Just the
flyer.
sides and the top, please. Oh, same.
Well,
Keep it tight.
Being a long-time Penguin as well.
Yeah. We get a face-off coming up to the right of Jeremy Swayman. Minute 39 gone here in the first period.
That's what I'm talking about.
Minton taking this draw against Danforth, who won it back to Power at the point, and Danforth
Can't wait to show my mom.
tried to redirect Power's shot. It goes up over the glass.
Power is one of those injuries. He didn't play the other day. He's back in the lineup here today. They're missing their starting goaltender, Nukka-Pekka Luukkonen. They're missing a couple of other players in their lineup. The Sabres, this is a hope that their drought ends this year. Tough start for them with some of the injuries they have.
Owen Power, first overall pick in the draft 4 years ago. He was injured at the end of training camp, and he just got flipped into the Bruins bench by Zadorov. As he tried to gain the attacking blue line, Power's now got the puck back on his stick, near side, and Bryson puts a shot wide of the net. You say Power was injured toward the end of training camp, missed a little time, and then was cleared to play Thursday, but was then ill and ended up missing the game. He's got the puck on his stick now at the far circle. And it's back to the point, and the shot by Peyton Krebs. Swayman, he hangs on for a whistle.
Yeah, a good hit by, I mean, it's not.
Gets the game, certainly.
Yeah. And, a few years ago, maybe more than a few years ago, Owen Power would have been getting a few whatevers from the bench, but now you got to be kind of nice and get him back out there. It wasn't an overly hard hit, but it was in an awkward position for Power, and Zadorov escorted him right into the bench.
The TV shot of Power sitting on the Sabres bench right now has a grin on his face.
Yeah, they're harder hits. The hit that Zadorov threw the other day on against Chicago along the wall, that was a hard hit.
This sandwich, it's a complete game.
Bruins will get whistled for it.
Is
It'll make the highlight reels.
That toasty pretzel bun. From the first bite to the last bite, that bun, it's
with 2:33 gone here in the first period. Another defensive zone face-off coming up.
I mean, Power's 6'6", right? So you check him in front of the bench where there's no glass. You're going to go over the bench, over the board.
It looks phenomenal. It tastes great.
Mark Kastelik to take the face-off here against Tyson Kozak. Kozak won it. Byram along the near board steps to the face-off circle and shoots one high and wide on the glove side, and that one ricochets out of play.
That was a clean face-off win for the Sabres right there. Something that the Bruins held a pretty good advantage in against Chicago the other day. We mentioned this morning we were talking on the hockey show Elias Lindholm and how good he has been in the face-off circle this season so far.
And that was not a strength in their first game for the Sabres. They won only 35% of the draws against New York. They'll have to chase this puck out into neutral ice. Byram backing up into his own zone. Pass over for Dahlin. Rolled over his stick. Had to retrieve it.
Here's your 1-2-2 in the neutral zone. We'll see if the Bruins get a little bit better in that for them. Buffalo using a delay play that normally you see on a power play. They're using it 5-on-5 to come up to the neutral zone right at that time.
Yeah, dropped it for Tage Thompson. They do get it into the zone, but swip up and draws another whistle. A little stop and start here with 3:06 gone in this first period. And
every team in the NHL playing tonight, Ryan. A lot of action. There was some funny games the other day, wasn't there? There were 14 games the other day when the Bruins played Blackhawks, and watching the highlights the next day, it was some interesting highlights.
Well, we were talking this morning about that. Was it the Vegas San Jose game the other night?
It's a complete
kind of a nightmare start.
He said he played pretty well, but the last few minutes of that game got away from him in a hurry.
Gave up a tying goal and a dump in from center ice.
Like a flip dump in by Eichel that bounced past him.
And just completely misplayed what turned out to be the game winner in overtime. As Geeky gets a long pass ahead of Pastrnak. Pastrnak driving to the front of the net, gets a backhander as he was knocked down and forced Lyon to make the save.
Timmins trying to angle him off. Pasternak's already been involved. First two shifts he's had, he had one off the outside of the post, or maybe the one that Lyon saved with his left arm in the first shift from a tough angle, and then that one trying to get behind everybody at the far blue line. We talked about his game the other day, right, Ryan? I mean, when he's on his game, it's so obvious and fun to watch, and that was Washington. For his standards, he had an off game against the Chicago Blackhawks. And I think it doesn't happen often, and it usually doesn't last. And he seems to be on it already here today.
Arvidsson backhands one deep. Lyon plays it back around toward the far side. Sabres will clear it. Loose puck at center ice, grabbed by Tuck. Left side, gives to McLeod. Pulls up along the near circle, try to get it back to the point. That was knocked out of the zone by Zacha.
Almost had a 2-on-1 there if they can chip that to the right spot for Middlestat.
McLeod gathers it back into the Boston zone, thrown in front by Jack Quinn, goes all the way through. Arvidsson trying to carry out of the zone, got angled off the puck. Middlestat's got it on his stick. Pass ahead, and here's Arvidsson into the Buffalo zone right down the middle of the shot. Is met by a sliding Lyon. He gets the whistle.
Not exactly a breakaway because he was kind of flat-footed by the time he got that puck, but still an opportunity from the high slot with a couple of defensemen converging on him for Arvidsson. He had a breakaway, clear-cut breakaway against the Capitals in the first game of the season. Wasn't able to finish that one off, and this one, Alex Lyon makes a solid save on him.
An offensive zone face-off for Minton. Face-off win by the Sabres. Byram will send it behind the net. Shot up the near wall into neutral ice, right to Charlie McAvoy.
What did Marco Stern call Arvidsson? Did he call him a bit of a weasel?
Said
he was looking for the right word.
Yeah,
right?
he paused and he said, "I'm not sure how to say this, but he's kind of a little weasel." Got a laugh out of the press room this morning.
He's not a big guy, but he went on to just elaborate a little bit. Just he loves the game. He wants to be out there. He wants to score. He wants to, and he's a guy that's capable offensively.
Yeah, so he always wants to be on the ice. Always wants to be around the puck.
Love that.
Lorai gets it behind the net here. Asimon trying to tuck it in along the near post. Lyon denied that. And the Sabres rather move it out. Danforth going to backhand it deep into Boston territory. Jeannot goes back into the far corner. Sabres able to chop that puck out toward the crease. But now steered up the far boards by Lorai.
Yeah. No slight on forwards, but you can always tell when a forward's going back for a puck that was dumped in compared to when a defenseman goes back for a puck that was dumped in.
McAvoy able to seal off Geertsen behind the Bruins net. Backhanded up the wall here near side by Lorai, gets cut off. Second effort again, Kozak able to hold it in. Now Mallenstein along the near side boards. Lorai's got it back for the Bruins.
Yeah, good play. Use the middle of the ice, get that puck out.
Lobs it into neutral ice, and Kastelik able to knock it free into the Sabres zone, and Lyon straying out into the near circle to get to that puck first. Here's Corrali now just inside the Buffalo line. Gives it across far side for Jordan Harris to the back of the Bruins, or to the back of the Sabres net rather. Sent back to Peak at the right point. Out in front, Kastelik redirected that one just wide. On the near side circle, it's Husnadinov. He goes all the way across ice for Harris. Jumped off his stick, off the far glass, stays in play. Got it down low to Kastelik. Centering pass for Corrali. Got through him, and Sabres are able to get it out. Tage Thompson struggling to find the handle on it near the red line as he and Kastelik collide. Now Zucker gets it into the Boston zone. Centering pass for Thompson didn't connect. Husnadinov's on his horse up the far side. Cross ice dump in out of the near corner. Pastrnak one times it. It got through Lyon, but got pulled out of the crease by his defense.
Just before Corrali could get there. Yeah, smart dump by Husnadinov. Cross corner. You got Pastrnak flying down the right wing side. He's going to get to it first and one time it off the boards. And that shot got through, just not enough.
Here's Kulik holding one in for the Sabres. Shot goes up and over Swayman's head off a deflection. It'll come behind the net for Yoki Haru.
There's been a few whistles in this first period, Ryan, but when it's been going, it's been a good pace.
Yeah, the first 3 or 4 minutes was a little slow, but picking up quickly. Elias Lindholm, pass far side for Geekie. Tried to play it down the wall, cut off by McLeod. Quinn spotted it out to center ice. Lindholm going to dump it right back in. Geekie to it first along the left wing side. Rattles it around the near side. McAvoy sent it in front, and Geekie a point-blank chance denied by Lyon.
Yeah, he got the good chance there. Was that Power that... No, it was Dahlin that actually lost his check in front.
Bouncing puck comes back across the line. Middlestat giving chase, but Power there. He'll backhanded through neutral. Coming down into the left wing corner for Buffalo is Danforth. Zaka and McAvoy on him. Sent a puck around behind the net. And a chance in front for Josh Doan. Couldn't get it onto his stick. Arvidsson will clear. Zaka through neutral ice. Hands off to a cutting Middlestat. To the left wing circle. Back to Zaka going behind the net. Sent one right out through the top of the crease. Arvidsson was there, but was tied up. And the Bruins come back into neutral ice to retrieve. 11:18 to go here in the first period. No score at TD Garden. Middlestat will chip into the left wing corner, head off on a chain. Buffalo starting out of their zone. Kozak cutting toward the left wing side, challenged by Jeannot. That sends the puck all the way around, and Buffalo had gone for a chain. Power coming onto the ice just in time to play that puck. It came in front of the Sabres bench. One through the neutral zone toward the Bruins end. Swayman went out of the net to play it. Far corner, Harris goes to get the puck again. And now 10:33 left here in the first period. No score, Bruins and Sabres on the 98.5 The Sports Hub, Bruins Radio.
Puka, Bella, I'm sure you've noticed some changes.
Who are you talking to?
I'm just practicing for when I have to tell the dogs about the twins. You know, because they'll...
Be fine in the spacious third row seat.
But the twins...
Can sleep peacefully thanks to the rear manual sunshade.
And what about the...
Extra cargo space for strollers and dog beds?
I guess you're right.
Can we go to the hospital now? The contractions are getting closer.
The three-row Lexus TX, because everyone should feel like the center of the universe.
And I'm Ebony.
Click the banner to discover more. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Play Pretzel Cheddar Club.
The Shorzy Fall Classic returns. Join the cast of the hit TV show Shorzy as they take on NHL alumni from the Boston Bruins. December 7th, 3 p.m. at TD Garden. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
And I love the different varieties.
Hey guys, it's Greg Bedard. I know you hear a lot of spots about heating, plumbing, and AC here on the station, and it's something you don't need until your system breaks, and then you need it immediately. That's what happened to me, and luckily I called Eternal Home Services, a locally owned company based right here in Massachusetts. They are there when you need them. They offer Bryant heating and cooling systems, and right now they are offering 0% financing for 60 months on all qualifying purchases of Bryant equipment. So call Eternal Home Services, there when you need them. Visit eternalhome.com today.
Country Ski and Sport in Hanson, Quincy, and Westwood has served the Boston area ski community for over 50 years. Discover Country Ski's seasonal junior lease program, where every child that leases with Country Ski receives a free season's pass to Saddleback Mountain. Book your lease appointment today at countryski.com.
The Bruins play on the Sports Hub.
The first 5 minutes of tonight's game were brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Celebrate Truck Month and hurry in to secure your deal today. Built Ford, tough. 10:33 left here in the first period. No score between the Bruins and Sabres. First of 4 meetings on the year between these two teams. Buffalo will pay us another visit here in Boston day before Halloween, and then the Bruins visit the Sabres in late December and then again in late March. Face-off will be to the left of Jeremy Swayman. One shot in his direction so far that has been on goal. Bruins have 6 on Alex Lyon. Puck wrapped around the near side. Izadorov off the win of the face-off. Doesn't get out of the zone. He'll play it up the far side this time, and it does get clear.
Yoki Haru's got time there. You know, get that puck, make a tape pass instead of the wraparound off the face-off win.
Yoki Haru got a piece of the puck, trying to keep it away from Tage Thompson. His shot doesn't make it to the net. Zadorov will spin it back up the near side boards. Zucker, though, has it off the wall. Thompson between the circles, missed high and wide.
Thompson was one of the heroes of the World Championships last year when they won the gold medal game 1-0 in overtime. Swayman with the shutout. Went 7-0 in his games that he played, but Tage Thompson with the game winner.
Tage Thompson tied for third in the league with 44 goals last season.
And some injuries, right?
Yeah, had 6 of those against the Bruins in two games. Pair of hat tricks.
Shouldn't be laughing. Yes, he did. That game in Buffalo, one that really stands out to me is
that one blocked and comes right to Pasternak in the near side circle.
Him and
you got a penalty coming up here against Buffalo. Lindholm centering pass for McAvoy just missed, and the Sabres will touch it up.
Who else had the hat trick in that game?
It was Peterka.
Yeah, who's now since traded to Utah. But
they had 2 hat tricks.
Two hat tricks in that game in Buffalo, and we were, frustrated with that one. And when management talks about compete level,
it wasn't there that night.
It was definitely not there that night, and that's they don't want that to happen anytime this season.
Connor Timmins going to the box. Bruins have the power play when we come back. 9:19 to go, first period, no score. Here on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Whether you're putting together a hockey team or Ford's award-winning lineup of SUVs, a great team starts with the right players. Like the iconic Ford Bronco Sport. It not only looks great, but its 4x4 capability means it can handle just about any kind of weather. And the rugged Ford Explorer with seating for 7 and room for all your gear. Check out the full lineup of award-winning Ford SUVs at your New England Ford dealers today. Proud partner of the Boston Bruins.
TD cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden. From pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. These benefits were made for game time. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, Bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins.
Poor Diana in accounting. She fell for an email phishing scam. Computers shut down, and people freaked out, especially about getting paid. Fortunately, the company had cyber risk coverage from Safety Insurance. Safety covered the cost of systems and data restoration, business income-related losses, and more. Don't let one human error shut down your business. Ask an independent agent about Safety Insurance. We'll help you manage life storms, even the cyber kind.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature stand, you can dip to your heart's content. Now let's wrap this up because I gotta dip. I want to try these new tenders. For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Participating U.S. Wendy's.
The Revolution play on the Sports Hub.
Connor Timmins whistled for hooking David Pasternak, and that will give the Bruins the first power play of the game with 9:19 to go. Here in the first, there's no score. Boston 2 out of 7 on the man advantage with a goal in each of their first 2 games. Here's a centering pass to Lindholm, who's in traffic, and his shot hit a skate.
Yeah, they were spread out, the Sabres defense was, because they were going high on Pasternak over on the left wing side.
Geeky top of the right circle. His shot gets blocked by Samuelson. Kept alive by McAvoy, far side point, and just kept it along the line.
Again, full possession, right? We talked about this morning. Lindholm's been so good in the face-off circle, they get possession on the offensive zone.
Pasternak out near the blue line, near side, tried to play it across to McAvoy, and that one didn't connect. And now
Pasternak back playing D.
One-on-one.
He does a nice job.
Nice job. Help there and takes out Alex Tuck. Now Zaka leads the Bruins back.
That's a nice job by Pass on a pretty good offensive player.
Pasternak, far circle, goes right to the side of the net, trying to tuck it in there. And the save by Lyon is right on the goal line and gets that puck covered as Pasternak gets knocked down.
Well,
with Mallenstein on top of him.
He was digging in there, so expect to get knocked down if you're digging in on the goaltender. But he does a nice job defensively. He gets isolated with Alex Tuck one-on-one. Makes a nice play defensively, and now the Bruins get going back the other way. Pasternak gets the chance from the left side. Said he's just been one, Barbara. You know, we're only we're not even 12 minutes into this game, and he's.
Let me tell you about this.
At least 3 good chances.
Hey, I'm Carlos.
That one, there was a little bit of a window up on that short side over the shoulder he was trying to find there.
His feet were almost below the goal line when he tried to go short side high that time.
Face off in the offensive zone here. Minute 6 to go on the power play. Middlestat comes out to take the draw.
About the Chick-fil-A pretzel cheddar
Puts it back to Lori at the left point. Shot gets blocked in front and will be cleared.
It takes it to a whole nother level. It goes perfectly with the chicken.
Lori back in his own zone. Usnadina, Middlestat, Arvidsson, and Pasternak on this power play unit right now. Costa gets it off the far boards to Arvidsson. Back toward Pasternak, the blue line. Center blue line. Lori one times it on goal.
Yeah, nobody in front, though.
Lyon made the save. Puck squirted away from him. Lori back to the far side. Pasternak one-timer got blocked. Comes back near side. Middlestat trying to get it into the middle. And it hit a couple of sticks. And it's cleared by Danforth.
Right idea. So Pasternak's going to go off the ice now. Right idea for Lori to get that puck over to Pasternak. He wanted it in the wheelhouse. It was a little bit in front of him, which led him to fan on that shot.
18 to go on the power play. Middlestat. Pass into the middle for Husnadinov. Got tangled up in traffic. Now Middlestat will carry it free. Middlestat toward the left circle. Hands off to Arvidsson. Back to Lori, high slot. Over to the far side. And a deflected shot from Jokiharju. Tipped up over the net off of Husnadinov. Sabres looking to clear as they get their man Timmins back out of the box. And Tuck will knock one past Lori. That will be an icing. Oh, wave it off late. Jokiharju forced to move it up ice. Kastelik will come in across the line from a wide angle. Hits the outside of the net. Bruins keep it alive. Jokiharju with the right point. Winds and fires. Tipped up into the air as Kastelik got dumped in front. Thrown back in front and scooped up by Lyon.
Decent power play. And I know Marco Sturm talked about it. We're not there yet.
Let me tell you about
they have 2 power play goals in 2 games. One was a 5-on-3. That was against the Chicago Blackhawks, but a little bit more purpose with their puck movement. How quickly you move the puck. You got to play fast, and playing fast means moving the puck quickly on the power play especially. And that seemed to have a little bit more purpose, even though they don't get rewarded for it.
And a little thing we love
they continue to pressure the Sabres.
Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun.
On Corrally, we're going to face off in the attack zone here. The official helping Alex Lyon with a quick equipment issue before they drop the puck. Ready to go.
Boy, it's Alex Lyon.
Spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited.
Peak with a long shot. Blocker save.
I hope Bruins fans remember him. He might have saved.
There's a chance from behind the net. Corrali with a stuffer. And Lyon made that save. Peak with a long shot. Not sure if that got through or not. It'll come to Harris now, center of the blue line. Back to Peak. And a shot. Hit a leg on its way to the net.
There's a lot of traffic down there. Just, I don't know if these shots are getting through. There's a lot of bodies down in front of the net.
Kastelik gathers it back for Corrali. Got it wide off the back of the net. Kastelik keeps it moving toward the near circle for Jeannot, and his shot gets blocked and goes up into the netting out of play.
I was going to mention Alex Lyon because he played for the Florida Panthers a few years ago, and when Bobrovsky was really struggling and Florida was just trying to make the playoffs, it was Alex Lyon that saved their season. And he started the playoffs against the Bruins. That was the Bruins' record-setting year in the regular season. Obviously, they lost in the playoffs. Bobrovsky got back in, and that was a game 3 or game 4, and got back to form. But
Lyon makes a save there, and the rebound by Minton just wide. Jokiharju with the initial shot. Puck gets cleared through neutral ice. Jokiharju and Zucker were tangled up. Zadorov back to retrieve it. Lions spent the last couple of seasons in Detroit, played 74 games combined over the last 2 years. Signed a 2-year deal in Buffalo during the offseason. Tage Thompson brings in left circle, gets the shot in on Swayman. Made the stop. Zadorov having to retrieve a down stick. Dahlin's shot blocked by Jokiharju, and he'll play it off to the near boards. Jeannot gives it to Minton. Chips it ahead. 3-on-1. Minton into the middle. Right back to him and took the shot. Saved by Lyon. Covers the rebound.
Yeah, they've hit Lyon in the the crest a few times here in this period. They're out shooting the Sabres 14-2 so far in this game. But nothing to show for it just yet.
5:20 to go first period, and we are scoreless here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network. Driven by the versatile Honda CRV at your local Honda dealer.
Just the sides and the top, please.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 Ridgeline, 2026 Passport, or 2026 CRV. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Waiting for your electrical supplies during the day or sitting in traffic is for the birds. Use the GCE Night Train from Granite City Electric and get access to over $50 million in local inventory with a free guaranteed overnight delivery of your electrical supplies anywhere in New England. So avoid wasting time waiting in line and sitting in traffic. Order by 5 p.m. and you'll have your materials the next morning by 6 a.m. guaranteed. Visit GCEnighttrain.com to get on board the GCE Night Train today. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
The Shaws and Star Market Foundation has teamed up with Andrew Peak for Feeding the Puck for Families. Every time he or one of his teammates feeds the puck to help score a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative donate to end hunger in our communities. Since it began, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $250 million nationwide, ensuring neighbors have the nutrition they need to thrive. Here with each assist, the foundation will donate $100 to the Greater Boston Food Bank, up to $50,000 to help end hunger. Learn more at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or 2026 HRV. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
The Celtics play on the Sports Hub.
Fans, come on down to Causeway on Monday for a Bruins matinee showdown with the Lightning. That gets underway at 1 p.m. You can get your tickets now at bostonbruins.com/tickets. 5:20 remaining here in the first, no score.
It's been a good start for the Bruins pace-wise, and another odd man rush for the Fraser-Minton line. They had one last game that Tanner Janot had a great chance on. This time it was Minton. He was a little frustrated with himself that he put that puck into the midsection there, Lyon, on the 3-on-1.
Sabres get it deep into Boston territory here, down to our left. Lorai came behind the net. Puck will be cleared out by Elias Lindholm. Timmins from his own zone. Shot one ahead toward the Boston blue line. Lorai will retrieve that. Around the near side. Krebs cut it off just north of the hash marks. In the near corner now, McAvoy trying to push it. Instead, it's Doan backhanding one around behind the net. Arvidsson left it in the corner for Lorai. Lorai will play it up the middle for Arvidsson. Backing toward the near wall. Chips it in from the red line. Into the near corner. Sabres reverse it. Arvidsson picked it off the wall. Peak over to Harris. Threw one through the slot. Goes bouncing just wide of the net. Peak held in at the near point. Throws another one toward the net. Zacha looking for the redirect. Harris has it far circle. To Zacha. One-timer. Scores! And the Bruins cash in with 4:12 to go here in the first period. Pavel Zacha makes it 1-0.
Yeah, a couple point shots. The second one going wide, but it's an aggressive pinch by Jordan Harris. Buffalo's really over playing the strong side of the ice. So when that shot goes wide and around the boards, Harris is the only one there. And then alertly, Zacha pops out from in front of the net, gets himself open, makes himself available, and gets his pass from Jordan Harris. First Bruins point. First point in a Bruins uniform for Jordan Harris. As Zacha pops out and gets the one-time away. Zacha has a good shot when he hits the net. He missed the net a little bit too often. Had a couple good chances last game, missed the net. This time buries it. And now you've got some Gearston and Kasalik and Zadorov having a conversation just before the face-off.
Zadorov will retrieve a puck in the Bruins zone. So Jordan Harris, as you mentioned, his first point, Bruins uniform, Haverhill native from Northeastern.
Yeah, a nice pass, nice play.
Yep.
First of all, the aggressive pinch. That's an icing.
Should be and will be.
You get a little area where you can get close to the red line, but here they go again.
Now we got Zadorov having words with Mason Geertsen.
He's a decent-sized guy, Geertsen is, so 6'4", 230. Zadorov 6'7", 250. And Kaslik and Geertsen were talking initially, and then Zadorov came over.
Geertsen's in his 11th year as a pro. He's mostly an AHL player to this point. He's only got 25 NHL games to his credit.
Well, he's trying to get his team going.
Sure.
I thought they had 2 shots on goal. I guess they took one away. I don't know, but I have trouble with the shots on goal here at the TD Garden because it was 14-1 before the goal was scored.
Right.
It's still 14-1.
Well, no, they had backed it down to 13-1.
See, that's what I mean. Yeah.
They'll figure it out in
he wants to
periods.
get his team going. That's all I'm trying to say.
Puck dumped in by Samuelson. Lorai reversed it behind the net. McAvoy got tripped up back there, and a penalty coming up against Kulik. As McAvoy, a little slow in getting up. His skate clipped out from underneath him. So with 3:38 to go here in the first period, Bruins are going to go back to the power play.
Now, that's a tough penalty to take if you're the Sabres, right? It's 1-0 already. You're getting outplayed, dominated here in the first period, and then you take a tripping penalty 200 feet from your net.
The scoring on the goal, Zacha's first of the year from Harris and Andrew Peak at 15:48. And now Boston will try to double up the lead.
Yeah, and you know what? This is a tough penalty on
McAvoy kind of stuck his foot out there to slow him up.
He really didn't do much. He was actually trying to avoid him, but now it's up to the Bruins to take advantage.
Lindholm, Geekie, Zacha, Pasternak, and McAvoy. The 5-man power play unit to get it started. Sabres win the face-off. Samuelson, though, rubbed off the puck by Geekie. McAvoy at the near point. Pass across for Pasternak. Nearly stolen by Tuck. They keep it in the zone. Lindholm from the top of the circle to McAvoy, center of the blue line. Gives to Pasternak for a long one-timer. That was blocked. Geekie's got it back near side hash marks. Gives back to McAvoy at the point. Charlie going to walk it toward the middle. Now to Geekie, top of the right circle. Back to Pasternak. One-timer. Saved by Lyon. Rebound by Lindholm. Lyon is down on his back. Doesn't have the puck covered. It's still loose in front of the crease. Now it comes free to Zacha. Pasternak, center of the blue line. Deflected shot by Lindholm. Hit the post. Pasternak, far circle. Played into the corner. Minute 18 to go in the power play. The pass back to McAvoy. Jumps off his stick and into the neutral zone.
Power play looks it looks sharp right now, and they just haven't gotten rewarded for it.
McAvoy couldn't get a clean entry there. Zacha back at the red line. Pass toward the near side. Will angle in toward Lyons. Waits for it to get the trapezoid. Shot up the far wall and held in by Pasternak. Pivots toward the boards against Mallenstein. Try to play it down toward Geekie. That got cut off. Geekie stays with it. Now back toward Pasternak. Still in traffic. Pasternak rips it up the boards back to Zacha. Now Lorai, center of the blue line. Fake the one-timer. Hands it back to Zacha. Looking to the left circle for Pasternak, and that was broken up as Dahlin gets it out to the red line.
Need a line change.
33 to go on the power play. Lorai backs into his own zone with a puck and waits for that change. Lorai will give it to a cutting Arvidsson coming out across his own blue line. In across the Buffalo line. Middlestat to Lorai to the far side. A one-timer by Yoki Haru turned away.
Timmins blocked that.
Yoki Haru at the left point. Get it back again to Lorai. Right circle to Middlestat at the dot. Moves it toward the middle. Instead goes back toward the corner to Husnadinov. 5 to go on the power play. Middlestat from the side of the net. Centered for Arvidsson. And that one broken up by Timmins as the Sabres get back to full strength.
Yeah, I'd like to see them attack from that strong side there. You got a 2-on-1 in front of the net if you attack it.
Arvidsson to Husnadinov. Right corner and in behind the net he goes. Puck on his backhand. Turns to his forehand. Gives it back to Harris at the left point. Down low to Middlestat against Dahlin. He goes into the far corner. Middlestat will play it back to Arvidsson in that corner. Dahlin closes on him. Knocks him off balance. And the Sabres will come away with a puck with 1:08 to go in the period. Tage Thompson backhands deep into Boston territory. Harris tried to reverse it near side. Hit a leg. They'll get it to the blue line but not out. Byram spins it back down low. Zucker shoved to the boards by Peak. Zucker able to backhand it back to Byram. Over to Power. Throws one in front. Redirected by Kulik. And wide of Jeremy Swayman. 42 seconds left in the period. Asimon just overskated the puck in the neutral ice. He had a lane. The team's getting some changes on here with 33 seconds left. Power standing inside his own zone. Now walks it out into neutral ice. Gets it off to the right for Timmins. Dumped in, stopped by Swayman to the back of the net. To Zadorov, fires a pass up the middle to Kastelik. Through the red line he goes and chips it into the left corner. Lyon gets it behind the net. On the near boards, it'll be Jack Quinn to clear it up the left wing side. Doan giving chase, but won't get there in time to avoid a Sabres icing with 4.3 to go in the period.
Offensive zone faceoff. I thought they might call that one off. Zadorov was going back for it as well, but now you get an offensive zone faceoff and an opportunity if you can win the draw.
Bruins will bring out.
You get the choice of which side you want it to go on. Lindholm's going to go on the right wing side to the left of Lyon.
Pasternak waiting at the ready here.
Oh, he's going to get the pass from McAvoy if he gets it. Yep.
Geekie over to him and shot it just up over the net. So they got the late shot off the win of the faceoff. And the Bruins just putting a ton of pressure on Buffalo throughout that first period. They do get the one goal and have a 1-0 lead at the end of 20 minutes with the shots currently showing 16-1 after the first period. We'll be back to TD Garden on the 98.5 Sports Up Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Dijon mustard to this pretzel bun. It takes it to a whole nother level. It goes perfectly with the chicken, cheddar cheese, and bacon. Man, you know how much you love bacon.
Hockey season is the perfect time to get a high-efficiency Peerless boiler. Be ready and start saving now. Find the Peerless boiler that's right for your home or business and a list of local installers at peerlessboilers.com. Remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
For the best deal on any name brand tire, get to Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest price and the most free services, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. And you know, I mean nobody.
Town Fair Tire. Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Check out the Honda Civic, Accord, or HR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.99% APR on a 2026 Civic or a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or 2026 HR-V.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Face Off Inside the NHL returns, taking you deeper behind the scenes than ever before. See it all from the star-studded Four Nations Face Off tournament.
Us against the world, boys.
To the adrenaline of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
I'm scared of you guys.
With candid interviews and backstage access, experience the sacrifice, the rivalries, and the determination that define NHL greatness.
Just when I thought last year couldn't be topped, here we are.
A new season of Face Off Inside the NHL. Watch now only on Prime Video.
Hey, I'm Doug Shaw, Project Director at Blue Sky Restoration Contractors. When your home or business experiences property damage from water, fire, mold, or storms, you need to get back to normal in no time. That's why Blue Sky Restoration should always be your first call, because we take care of everything from beginning to end. And with locations across New England, we will complete your project faster than anyone. So the next time you're hit with a property disaster, don't panic. Just visit BLUsky.com, and our team will be ready. Blue Sky Restoration, restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Boston Bruins tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Bruins and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Bruins.
Kids eat free at the 99 every Sunday in October. Kids get a free meal from the kids menu with every adult entree purchased. You gotta love the Nines. Safety Insurance is committed to working with independent agents that will listen, ask smart questions, and make sure you have the coverage that truly protects you. Ask an independent agent about safety insurance. We'll help you manage life's storms.
Looking for Michelin tires at the guaranteed lowest price? Get to Town Fair Tire for Michelin's cross-climate tires, offering a design that delivers an exceptional level of long-lasting performance throughout the tire's lifespan. Plus, Town Fair gives you more free services than anywhere else. For the guaranteed lowest price and your best deal on Michelin cross-climate tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. And I mean nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town
This is Boston's home for sports.
Bruins have a 1-0 lead here at TD Garden over the Buffalo Sabres at the end of one. And as part of our first intermission tonight, we go back to the plays of the week. This week, the NHL season kicking off with the Florida Panthers raising their second straight Stanley Cup banner. Former Bruin Justin Brazeau making his presence known in Pittsburgh. Kyle Connor gave the Winnipeg Jets an immediate return on their big investment and a whole lot more. Here are your opening week edition of NHL plays of the week.
Please turn your attention to the ice for the unveiling of our 2025 Stanley Cup Championship banner. As our banner makes its ascent, it will forever honor the 2025 Florida Panthers as back-to-back champions and serve as the ultimate symbol of determination and a selfless team-first mentality. At this time, the 2025 champions raise their sticks and salute you, our incredible fans, for your support throughout this historical achievement.
Forsling there ahead of Nazar. Forsling straight on for Rodriguez. Rodriguez across center. Sent down to the corner. Bouncing puck. Sam Miscavige out front. They score! And it's Jesper Boquist charging the net. And the Panthers take a 3-2 lead here in the third.
And up along the far wall. Kenny Malkin's got it. He sends a centering pass onto the stick of Justin Brazeau. And he darts the empty net. 2 goals for Justin Brazeau in his Penguins debut. And the empty netter puts the Penguins up 2-0. 2:12 to go here from Madison Square Garden.
3 shots. They win the draw here. Cale Makar for Marty Necas. He's got room. He scores! It's a Marty party! Get out the cheese for the Marty Nachos. He has 2. Colorado finally cashes in on the power play. And the LA Kings are drinking from a fountain that's pouring like an avalanche. That's coming down the mountain. It's 4-0 Colorado here on opening night.
Now the Leafs get a break on a broken stick. Matthew Nyes with the breakaway and a goal. Stopped by Montembeault. Rebound in front. Riley scores! Morgan Riley!
Zario crossed the red line and floated right in on Skinner, who has trouble with the puck. Coleman scores! Stuart Skinner coughs it up, and Blake Coleman pokes the puck past him. The Flames have battled back, and they have tied this Battle of Alberta at 3.
Eichel, side of the goal. Stone tried to slam dunker to hand it off to Hurdle. It didn't work. Tried again. Eichel and Marner back and forth. Eichel a head fake to Stone. Back door. Dorothea scores! Hats onto the ice. It's a tie game. Power play goal. Dorothea 3 in the second period.
Flyers regather control. Pass through center. Intercepted Petrie to Greer. In go the Panthers. Now a shot from the far circle, and Luke Cunningham just missed high. Here on the near side, a drive, and they score! Through traffic, it's Brad Marchand. He lets a wrister fly, and the Panthers take the lead. It's 2-1. Brad Marchand from along the left wing board.
Donato and Minton come over. Minton will wind up with a puck. 2-on-1 the other way. Minton coming down the right wing side. Takes the shot and scores! Fraser Minton with the overtime game winner. And the Bruins go to 2-0 with a 4-3 victory.
Caleb Jones keeping it away from one of the Islanders. Now pushed up ahead. Brazeau playing it off the boards. Towards the crease. Backhand. He scores! Justin Brazeau. 3 goals with the Penguins in 2 games. And this one puts them on top. It's 4-3 Pens.
Connor back in toward the middle for DeMello. DeMello to the far side for Scheifele at center. For Connor across the line, looking for the hat trick. Score! Let the hats rain down. 3 goals tonight for Kyle Connor on opening night. And with 3:03 remaining in this third, it's 5-4 Dallas. Riley Smith and Mitch Marner combined. Look out. The goalie way out of his crease. Giveaway. Theodore taps it to Smith. Easy slam dunk goal. Vegas wins in overtime. Nedeljkovic makes another huge gaffe. Skates way out from the crease to near the blue line. Cannot make a clean play on the puck. Knights get a turnover and a goal for Riley Smith in overtime. Vegas 4, San Jose 3. A stunner in San Jose.
Riley Smith's overtime game winner wraps up our plays of the week on this first week around the NHL. Bruins have a 1-0 lead over Buffalo after one. We'll check the out-of-town scores when we return on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Visit the 99 restaurant through October 12th and support the local Boys and Girls Clubs. For every $5 dine-in or to-go donation, guests will receive $5 for a future purchase. Please help the 99 continue their support for local kids and teens today.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
Hey, hockey fans, it's Bob Beers. If you're ready to upgrade your outdoor living space, look no further than TimberTech Decking and Railing. TimberTech is the #1 premium composite decking brand, and it's tough enough to handle anything. It looks just like real wood, but without the costly maintenance of a wood deck. It won't rot, warp, splinter, or peel, ever. And it's backed by industry-leading warranties, so your deck will last year after year after year. Connect with a local contractor or order free samples at TimberTech.com to see the TimberTech difference for yourself. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
Hit a home run with Cambridge Savings Bank's Small Business Services. With a wide range of products and personalized support, they've got the winning strategy for you. Visit CambridgeSavings.com.
Hi, Joe Giacalone here, owner of Arch Painting, and we have some exciting news. Arch Painting Residential has officially become Paint Zen. Same trusted team, same expert painters. Now with the power of rapid-fire technology to make it easy to quote and book your home painting job in just minutes. And now's the perfect time of year to give your home a fresh coat of paint. So hire Paint Zen for all your fall improvement projects. Get started at paintzen.com.
The future of the trade starts here. Join us October 25th at Gillette Stadium for the Bring Back the Trade Skills Expo. Explore hands-on careers, see where the Patriots play, hear from industry leaders, and learn about scholarships. Tickets are limited. Get yours now at bbtt.org. It's the Bring Back the Trade Skills Expo, October 25th. Be inspired. Be a part of the future.
Boston Sports Talk, the Sports Hub.
Bruins leading the Buffalo Sabres 1-0 after one here at TD Garden. Let's check the other scores around the NHL, including a couple of games from earlier today. The Winnipeg Jets with a 3-2 victory over the LA Kings. Mark Scheifele a pair of goals for Winnipeg in that one. St. Louis Blues put up a couple of goals in the third period to get past the Calgary Flames 4-2. St. Louis now 1-1 on the season. Games in progress. They're at the end of one in Detroit. And the Toronto Maple Leafs have grabbed a 2-0 lead. Calle Jarnkrok with his second of the season in that first period. They are through one period of play in Tampa, and it's all Devils, 3-0. They lead the Lightning. Timo Meier, Connor Brown, Nico Hischier all getting on the board for New Jersey in the first 20 minutes. Down in Florida, the Panthers out to a 2-0 lead over the Ottawa Senators as Florida trying to improve their record to 3-0. Brad Marchand has his second in the early going of this season in that first period as well. Washington Capitals on the road take a 2-0 lead over the New York Islanders at the end of one. Alexei Protas getting one of those goals for Washington. The Rangers have a 1-0 lead over Pittsburgh at the end of one. One period complete in Carolina, and the Philadelphia Flyers lead the Hurricanes 1-0. And Montreal and Chicago played a scoreless first period. Games later tonight, Utah at Nashville, Minnesota hosting Columbus, Dallas visits Colorado. That's a 9 o'clock Eastern time start. Edmonton and Vancouver at 10 o'clock tonight. Anaheim at San Jose. And the Vegas Golden Knights, who we will see this coming week, are visiting the Seattle Kraken tonight for a 10 o'clock faceoff as well. Here in Boston, it's the Bruins 1 and the Sabres nothing. Second period is coming up on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature stand, you can dip to your heart's content. Now let's wrap this up because I gotta dip. I want to try these new tenders. For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
Sports don't get any tougher than hockey, and trucks don't get any tougher than Ford F-Series, F-150, and Super Duty. The trucks that move mountains also move parade floats and snowmobiles. With that versatility, it's no wonder Ford F-Series is the #1 selling pickup for 48 years straight. Visit buyfordnow.com for great offers. Your New England Ford dealers, a proud partner of your Boston Bruins. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
As much as I'd love to be, I'm the furthest thing from being a car guy. I feel like every time I take my car to the shop, be it for routine maintenance or repair, I feel like I'm at a disadvantage. That is until I went to Meineke. See, Meineke is doing car care right. Meineke is total car care. Engines, brakes, tires, even oil changes. Meineke Car Care is your local, independently owned, one-stop shop for total car care. Visit Meineke.com for a location near you. That's Meineke.com to schedule your appointment today. Trust your key with Meineke, doing car care right.
With the cough and cold season upon us, Ocean State Job Lot carries many of your favorite brands, yet we sell these products from 20 to 60% off your favorite drugstore. Robitussin, Ricola, Mucinex, NyQuil, Advil, Vicks, all types of vitamins, including Centrum and Vitafusion, cough drops from Halls and Honeys, chapstick, Blistex, Burt's Bees, and Vaseline lip therapies, right down to lotion-based puffs to blow your nose. Save money when you shop at Ocean State Job Lot. Take a look at our cough and cold center the next time you visit us.
Apex Entertainment in Marlboro is 100,000 square feet of pure fun. Hey, this is New England kicker Andy Borgalis, and this season, with every field goal I kick, Apex will be donating $100 to support autism education and research at the New England Center for Children. So, be sure to come to Apex and enjoy attractions such as go-karts, bowling, laser tag, sports simulators, mini golf, arcade, and much more. Apex is also your best option for birthday parties, holiday parties, and team building events. For more information, check out Apex on social media or go to apexentertainment.com.
This is New England Patriots quarterback Josh Dobbs, and Autodesk is the official design and make platform of the New England Patriots. Autodesk is all around us, including here at Gillette Stadium. What fans might not know is that stadiums, buildings, and the new Patriots Training Center were built with the help of Autodesk Construction Cloud software. Autodesk helps the Patriots and the Kraft Group bring their construction vision to life.
Autodesk, changing how the world is designed and made. Visit Autodesk.com.
TD cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden. From pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. These benefits were made for game time. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, Bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins.
Champions play here. The Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification across the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studio, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5, The Sports Hub. Station.
Bruins with a 1-0 lead over Buffalo after one. We're joined downstairs by Bruins defenseman Henry Jokiharju. Henry, I can't imagine that first period going a whole lot better for you guys as far as where that puck, where most of that play was. What's the game plan against this Buffalo Sabres team?
Just got to play our own game, obviously. So pucks deep, pucks low to high, pucks to the net. Make sure we have guys over there and just, try wear them down.
From a defensive perspective, you know this Buffalo team pretty well. What's the biggest challenge that they present to you?
I think they just have skill all over the ice. So you just got to be ready all the time when they have the puck and make sure you play good defensive plays all the time and make sure you have your guys.
Is it still a little odd for you to look across the ice and see those Sabres uniforms?
Yeah, it's still a little bit, but it's not, maybe it was a little weird in the warm-ups, but now when the game started, it's totally fine and just normal, just business.
Appreciate the time. Good luck in the second period.
Thanks, boss.
Thanks to Henry Jokiharju. Of course, came over in a trade from the Sabres late last season. He's brought to you by TD Bank. TD cardholders score special benefits here at TD Garden, from Pro Shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins.
Yeah, dominant first period for the Bruins. Official numbers now, 17-2, the shots on goal. Dominated in attempts.
36-11
territorially, so but only a one-goal lead.
Sabres will try to answer back to start the second period as the puck gets thrown in toward the net by Zucker, and it's covered by Jeremy Swayman.
Would have liked to have a couple more add on to that. The power play was effective, but wasn't able to capitalize on a couple of the chances they had in that first period. But
just the sides and the top, please.
And that's the way you want to see them move the puck around, though, for the most part.
Elias Lindholm will take the defensive zone face-off here to Swayman's right against Kulik. And wins it. McAvoy hammers it up the far boards, kept alive by Byram at the blue line. Lorio on the far wall. Thompson got off balance, couldn't keep that puck in. Pasternak sweeps it through the neutral zone. Up off the high glass near side and right over to McAvoy. Cross-ice pass was behind Pasternak, but angles in off the boards on goal. Sabres start out. They're moving from left to right here in the second period. Tage Thompson off to the left side.
That'll be a penalty.
And Dahlin gets hooked off balance, and that draws the whistle. So Morgan Geeky's going to go to the box, and Buffalo will get its first power play 43 seconds into this second period.
That'd be a hook. Dahlin with good speed coming down the left wing, gets that pass.
Boston number 39, minor penalty. Okay.
Buffalo's power play 0 for 4 in their season opener against the Rangers.
Very capable.
Bruins are 8 for 8 on the penalty kill through 2 games. And they will start with a clear here as Zadorov sends it all the way down on a feed from Zacha. Dahlin starts out from behind the Buffalo net toward the near circle. Carries it to his own blue line, angles a pass off the near boards to Tuck. He drops it back to a cutting Thompson, carries into the Boston zone from the top of the circle, puts a shot right into the midsection of Swayman, who hangs on.
Yeah, interesting the way the Bruins set up there in the neutral zone that time. He was like the last guy back. It was almost like a 1-2-1.
The little thing I love about
you got your first checker
juicy chicken with that
putting a little pressure, token pressure, to guide it one way or another.
That bun,
you're going to use that delay play.
Amazing. With the
and then Peak is responsible for the guy that's
the chicken. You have those three things
at the far blue line, kind of hanging there.
Sweet, savory
Thompson wins the face-off back to Dahlin. He takes a shot that went wide to the short side, picked off the side of the net by McLeod, wrapped it up the near side, and nobody home. It goes all the way back to Buffalo's end. Dahlin brings it to the center circle, turns and tried to drop it back, and there was nobody there. And now Jeannot chasing into the near corner of the Buffalo zone against McLeod. Thompson going to bring it free here for the Sabres. Brings it to the Boston line. Chopped away from him. Minton able to tip it out and shorthanded rush. Minton up the right wing side. Got it across Jeannot, and he couldn't get that puck to settle. It ended up going over the net.
Well, that line, well, it's just shorthanded, I know, but they've had some chances. Minton and Jeannot, they had a chance last game on a 2-on-1.
Sabres trying to get set up in the offensive zone with 47 to go on their power play. Owen Power will give over to the far side. They work it to Thompson, far circle, and he coughed it up. And Minton will send it all the way down.
Well, this game is there for the taking for the Bruins. I know it's only 1-0, but Buffalo is not in sync at all.
Power.
Give some credit to the Bruins for that, but.
And that was an unforced turnover by Thompson as they move it across, and Byram was trying a one-time one, but a little bit off it. Couldn't get a stick to it. Now Kulik from the right circle and try to go short side glove on Swayman, who makes the glove save.
You got 13 seconds to kill here, but it's up to the Bruins to make this a.
Hey, I'll get some burgers after this.
You got to extend the lead.
Yes.
You got to find a way to extend the lead.
Exactly. Because Buffalo, I mean, they are way out of sync. They gave a puck. They tried to make that drop pass, that delay play. They gave it to nobody. Threw a puck around the boards trying to get to the point to nobody. Gave up a 2-on-1.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now you've got to extend it, exactly.
13 seconds left on the Geeky penalty. Sabres win the face-off. Power, center of the blue line. Gave it up, got it back. One-timer. Off the backboards, comes back out in front. Swayman's got that squeeze between the pads.
That's a good read by Swayman. That puck comes from the middle of the ice, and when it comes off the back wall, it comes straight back out. There's no angle on it, and there's an opportunity there. It's the one-timer from the middle by Power.
Will be right with you.
Right off the back wall, and the chance right in front.
Hey, I'll get some burgers after this.
Doan. And Doan had it, and Swayman was able to read it and get to his left.
Please. I'm saying, keep it tight.
Doan came over in that big trade for Peterka.
Son of Shane Doan.
And they're missing...
Dude, yours looks great. That's what I'm talking about.
Who also came over in that deal, the defenseman.
Now I'm kind of
one of the several injuries for the Sabres.
Yeah, coming over from Utah. As Yoki Haru tried to rim it around, puck slipped away from him. Zadorov recovers behind the net. Middlestat, he couldn't get much on it as he looked to clear. Power play is over. Free puck off the far boards. Geeky with a funny hop out of the corner. Had to turn back to get it. But the Bruins settle things here with Zadorov backing toward his own corner. Saka under pressure. It's forced backward a bit. Hands off to Zadorov. Now a little open space. Up the left side for Arvidsson. Arvidsson steps in across the Buffalo line. Puck chopped away from him. Taken by Doan. He gets shouldered into the boards by Zaka. Free puck to Zadorov at the Boston end. 16:38 to go here in the second. Bruins with a 1-goal lead. Doan along the near side boards. Got it into the corner. Harris has his man held up against the glass. Doan trying to dig that puck out, as is Middlestat. And now Zadorov. Off of Harris's skate, it came to Zaka. Gives back to Harris. He's being harassed by Krebs as he tried to carry up through the neutral ice. Sabres with Doan at center ice. Can't gain entry. They'll send it across ice to Danforth now and knocked it out of the air. Peak trying to keep him out of the far corner. Harris waited back into the corner, and Middlestat takes a hit over there to try to move the puck. To the blue line, but not out, and Powers' pass across the ice came out of the zone before Bryson could play. Thompson will carry back in here for the Sabres. And a long shot from the right side is knocked aside with a blocker by Swayman, and off the long rebound, Zucker throws one back to Swayman, who makes the save and covers up.
Yeah, he's been strong against Swayman has, and no rebounds.
Hey, so I'll get some burgers after this. So in.
We're just over 4 minutes into this second period. As dominant as that first period was, you're up 1-0. We just talked about it, but to emphasize. Now Sabres trying to get their feet going, get their legs going in the offensive zone. I'm sure they got strip torn off them there with Lindy Ruff in between periods, maybe themselves, but
can't wait to show my mom.
Bruins got to get back to their skating legs and get that puck moving effectively out of their zone and up the ice. They said early in the period, and you had to kill a penalty, but
here's Geeky with a turnover, got it to Pasternak, moving in for the right circle and shot it up over the net. Off the near wall, it'll come back out to neutral ice. Lindy Ruff in his 25th season as a head coach of the National Hockey League. 15 the first time around in Buffalo, his second season back behind the bench with the Sabres. 4 years each in Dallas and New Jersey in between.
Ryan, we talked about Pasternak last game maybe being a little bit off his game. In the first period for David Pasternak, 9 shot attempts.
Wow.
5 on net.
Puck on his stick as he carries in across the line. Sends it into the far corner. Ricocheted right to Geeky, who tried to throw it in front, but Tuck was there. Timmins will send a rink-wide pass. Jack Quinn on the left side. He went to stop at the top of the circle and took a tumble, and the Bruins are going to take another penalty. Timmins got it across. They work it to Samuelson, high slotted. His shot that blocked wide of Swayman. Comes back up top. Krebs carries it over to the far side, handed over there to McLeod. Center blue line to Samuelson. Extra skater on here with a delayed penalty. Timmins to Samuelson. They get it down low, and Swayman with a right pad save on Krebs, who had a spot picked out. Bruins touch it up to draw the whistle, and a scrum breaks out behind the net. Buffalo's going to go to the power play for the second time in this period. Fraser Minton headed to the box.
Great save by Swayman, moving to his left that time. Krebs, I'm not sure if it was on net, but he had to sprawl to his left to get to that. Nice passing play by the Sabres with the extra attacker there.
Tripping the call against Minton.
Yeah, well, not a ton, but it was there. And go back to that first period penalty.
And I love the different varieties: grilled, spicy, original.
To Kulik when he tripped up. Well, they said he tripped up McAvoy.
Right.
Yeah, Swayman got a piece of that, but I don't think Krebs got that puck up nearly as much as he wanted.
Got it just off the end of the glove, did Swayman. So Buffalo back to the power play. Zacha able to win a puck along the near boards and get it cleared. Dahlin from his own zone. Pass up the left side to McLeod. Dump in, stop behind the net by Swayman. Backhanded it for Pete.
That was a tough one. That got stuck along the dasher for Swayman. He was able to slow it up, but it got stuck on the dasher. That's a hard one to pull off there and get it to your defenseman.
Dorov rimmed it around near side. Thompson held it in, but as the puck came back to him, it's kind of muffed a pass into the middle. That gives Peak a chance to clear it all the way back. With 1:15 to go on the Minton penalty. Dahlin leaves it behind for Thompson coming out of the Buffalo zone. Pass off to the left side for Zucker. Hands off to Byram at the blue line, deflected off of Kastelik and cleared all the way down.
Yeah, Harris killing right now with McAvoy, yet Peak and Zadorov started off.
Byram drops it back to Quinn coming up ice with speed.
Oh, Harris had that in his midsection, couldn't handle it.
And the puck in front of Swayman, knocked away by Kastelik, and it will clear off the near boards. 35 seconds left on the Buffalo power play. Owen Power pressured by Jeannot in the neutral ice. The puck will come free to Doan along the near side. Steps in across the line, challenged by McAvoy. Now it's Quinn. Right wing circle at the hash marks. Looking around, looking for somewhere to deal with it. They work it to Power now center of the blue line. Kastelik steps out on him, knocks the puck away into the neutral zone. And then it gets a steal as well. Kastelik moving in shorthanded and gets forced wide of the net. Lyon lost his glove as he tried to dive out to get that. They're going to call a penalty against Buffalo.
Yeah.
And the Bruins will go to the power play.
Now, the Bruins' Minton's penalty is over, so it's going to be a full 2 minutes for them. An opportunity now to extend this lead. Done a pretty good job on the penalty kill. Buffalo shot themselves in the foot a couple times.
Owen Power will go for hooking with 12:21 to go in the second period. And the Minton penalty expired as that whistle came. I believe the officials are double checking on that.
Well, it should be a commercial break is what it should be. Oh, here we go.
And there's the light on, so we will step aside. 12:21 to go in the second. 1-0 Bruins have the lead on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Cut your energy bills without sacrificing comfort. Upgrade your home with Bruin Remodeling and their energy-efficient windows, providing superior insulation and comfort. They offer free estimates with no obligation. Plus, when you tell them Big Jim sent you, they'll give you up to 20% off your project. Visit BruinRemodeling.com to schedule your in-home estimate.
Volkswagen is known for its high-performance models. But when you talk about premium performance, you're talking about Boston Volkswagen. John Welsh and his team are known for their overall excellence when it comes to customer satisfaction. Delivering exceptional value and an enjoyable car buying experience is what makes Boston VW your premier Volkswagen dealership. Before you buy or lease a new Volkswagen, go see the VW experts at Boston Volkswagen in Watertown or visit online at bostonvw.com. That's bostonvw.com. Get the fright out of your pipes this Halloween. Ghostly gunk got you ghoulishly blocked? Don't get scared. Call Drains by James. We ain't afraid of no pipe ghouls. Our drain cleaning and pipelining are no trick. Just a treat. Bring your drains back from the dead by visiting drainsbyjames.com. Let's make those horrifying blockages vanish into thin air. At Drains by James, we give a poop about your pipes.
Hi, I'm offensive lineman Caden Wallace. New England football is all about teamwork. Off the field, it's about community. I'm teaming up with Heading Home to help communities facing homelessness across Massachusetts. Help us end homelessness at headinghomeINC.org.
The game is on the Sports Hub.
Bruins leading Buffalo 1-0 here in the second period. Pavel Zacha's first period goal is today's electric play delivered by Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train. Electrical contractors, get on board the GCE Night Train. Order your materials to be delivered overnight to the job site the following morning and save time and money. Go to GCEnighttrain.com to order. Boston to the power play with 12:21 to go in the second period as Owen Power is sent off for hooking. Face-off win by Elias Lindholm. Back to McAvoy at the blue line. Geeky to Zacha down low, far circle, and he had Pasternak coming in back door. Couldn't get that puck onto his stick in time.
That was face-off win by Lindholm. Puck possession, work it quickly down low and try to go across the top of the crease. And Pasternak was open back door.
Lindholm will carry ahead from his own blue line. Goes right side for Zacha, now to Geeky, and knocked away from him and cleared by McLeod.
He tried to drop it off, but well read by McLeod.
So Swayman stops it at the back of the net. 30 seconds gone by on the penalty. Now deals ahead for Zacha. Through neutral ice, Lindholm hands off for Geeky. Walks it along the blue line toward the near side. Comes down to the hash marks. Goes down low with a pass to Pasternak from behind the net. Costa coming back toward the near side under pressure, was able to get it toward Geeky. Now a scramble for it, and Zacha helps to free it up. McAvoy at the center of the blue line. To the right side, back to Zacha, moving in, left circle, ricocheted off a couple of skates, and Geeky had a chance at it and fan. Zacha, back of the net to Pasternak. Far side, Lindholm at the hash marks, up top for McAvoy. To Pasternak, moving high slot, his shot off of Timmins, and a huge glove stop by Lyon as he takes one away from Elias Lindholm.
Yeah, maybe his best of the game so far. Lindholm, that puck ricocheted as Pasternak stepped into the middle of the ice to get the shot away, went off of a skate, and Lindholm was down near the goal line to try to get this puck elevated up and over Lyon. Lyon stayed with it, made a glove save. Not sure if it was on net or not, but
just
he was
sides and top, please. I'm saying keep it
able
tight.
to react and get that glove up to make sure. Puck moving a little slow there, but they picked up as it went on.
Looked like there was a lot of net for him to shoot at, but from a tough angle for Lindholm.
Now I'm kind of feeling
He already has a couple of power play goals in the first two games. 45 seconds left in the man advantage. Face off in the offensive zone. Arvidsson going to take this after Middlestat got kicked out. Wins the draw. They get it back to Lohrei. Arvidsson top of the circle. Near side for Yoki Harju. Took the shot. And a save made by Lyon. Usnadinov pushed into the near corner with a rebound. Arvidsson along the wall. Backhand to Usnadinov. One touch it back to Lohrei. Walks it to the center of the blue line. To Middlestat far circle. Back to Lohrei. Take the pass. Now brings it toward the middle. Goes down low into the near corner for Arvidsson. Back up top to Lohrei. Far side for Middlestat once again. 18 to go on the power play. Middlestat.
Yeah, everything on the outside, though, right now, Ryan. They got to attack.
Usnadinov toward the dot. Gives to Middlestat along the goal line.
I think when they get that puck down towards the goal line, they can attack right away.
Usnadinov to Middlestat. Backhander.
Yes, there.
Saved by Lyon. And Arvidsson able to fight it back out in front. Sabres will clear. Power steps out of the box and grabs the puck as he comes into the Boston zone. Shot it wide on the short side. Middlestat will play it back toward the near side boards, and Usnadinov tips it ahead for himself. Plays it into the Buffalo zone. Bruins are going for a change as we hit the midway point of the second period. Boston now 0 for 3 on the power play. They have a 1-0 lead. Deflected puck. Asimov able to get it deep. Kastelik skates around behind Lyon. Finds Zadorov coming in from the left point to the near circle. He tried to shoot. Kulik got a stick on that. Paige Thompson got it to the blue line, but not out. And it's thrown to the net and in. Off a deflection in front. And the Bruins make it 2-0 as Kastelik has it redirect past Lyon.
Yeah, went off of a Sabre on the way in. Just throws this puck towards the net. But he's supporting over there, right? That puck gets chipped by the defense. And he's there to support, to throw the puck towards the net. And it goes off of a Sabre. Couldn't tell who it was, but goes off of a Sabre and in.
It was Timmins who was in front of the
I believe
net.
it went off of, yeah, and it goes in between the legs of Lyon. He can't react in time. But good pressure by that line. Or the three guys that were out there after the power play had expired. That's big for the Bruins. They didn't score on the power play, but extend the lead with some of the pressure they've had.
It'll be the first of the season for Mark Kastelik, who had 5 last year.
They had a bunch of them at the beginning of the year. He had that one highlight goal in Edmonton. You remember that one coming in from the right side?
Bruins get it cleared into the Sabres zone here. We got 9:15 to go in the second. 2-0 lead. Backhanded back toward the Boston blue line. Harris played back ahead, but Sabres will regain. Power skates it toward the red line. Pass toward the near side. Kozak couldn't get it cleanly into the Boston zone. It's pinned up against the boards now in front of the penalty box.
Yeah, they got a couple big boys battling for that puck right there.
Doan gets it into the zone with some space and gets a backhander in on Swayman, who made the save. Janot will carry the rebound out. Dumps in toward Lyon, who gloves it down. Hands off for Dahlin at the back of the net. Off the far glass. It jumped through Elias Lindholm into neutral ice.
Bouncing puck on him. Just tried to settle it there, coming right off the bench.
Danforth sends it around the boards in the Bruins zone. Tap back toward the far point man Byram. Into the middle for Dahlin, who tried to get one toward the net, but Pasternak got in the way of that. Ricocheted out into neutral ice. Back toward the Boston line. Yoki Haru was right there. Pasternak in front of the Bruins bench. Lindholm with a nice hit on Byram. Far side wall inside the Sabres zone.
Byram stay with it, though. Byram was the subject of some possible trade talk this offseason.
Dahlin backed up toward his own end. He came over in a trade from Colorado a couple of years ago. Casey Middlestat went the other direction to the Avalanche. The rally back of the Buffalo net. Byram will take it around toward the far side. Up the left wing goes Zucker. Off the dump in. Swayman got it to Lohrei. Took the hit from Thompson to move that puck. Rink wide pass. Kastelik to Corrali. And deep it goes into Buffalo territory. Power. He takes a hit from Kastelik. Puck comes out into neutral ice. Lohrei. Corrali. And lifted on into the attack zone. Who's Nadinov getting in there as the Bruins started to get some changes on here. Harris. Corrali finds Middlestat on the right side. And he'll send deep. Boston will finish its change. 7 minutes even to go here in the second period. Bruins 2, Buffalo nothing. Andrew Peak will settle one down inside Boston territory. Jordan Harris assisted on the first goal of the night. He will play it around the back of the net. Power squeezed against the boards by Middlestat. Zaka digs in there with a stick. Puck hit the back of the net. Timmons pulled it free. Harris kept alive. Over to Peak. His shot was partially blocked, but trickled in toward the crease, and Lyon covers that up with a couple of Bruins sniffing around in front.
Hey,
6:31 to go here in the second period. Bruins with a 2-0 lead on the Sabres. On the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 Ridgeline, 2026 Passport, or 2026 CR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Hurry into DQ for their sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets, layered with flavor from top to bottom and everywhere in between. Try them today. Now available in new sweet chili or honey barbecue. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
We've all seen them. Drivers who are looking at their phones. Is there anything more crazy? It's like they're asking to be in an accident. And why are they even on their phones? To find better car insurance? That's easy. Just pull over and talk with an independent agent about safety insurance. They'll make sure you benefit from great coverage and great value. Ask an independent agent about safety insurance. We'll help you manage life's storms.
Feeding the Puck for Families is proudly presented by the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation. With every assist, the Shaw's and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative will donate funds to the Greater Boston Food Bank to end hunger here in our local communities. Up to $50,000. Learn more at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or 2026 HR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Your hot takes on the Sports Hub.
6:31 to go, second period. Bruins have a 2-0 lead. Mark Kastelik set up by Charlie McAvoy at 10:21. And with that feed, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation donates another $100 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help fight food insecurity. Learn more about feeding the puck for families at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck. Off the face-off, puck wrapped around near side. Zadorov threw it in front, and Arvidsson couldn't find the handle in time. It'll be the Sabres to clear back the other way. Dumped in by Krebs on goal. Swayman just stick that aside. At the back of the Bruins net, Krebs tried to center. That knocked free, and Middlestad's got it.
Zacha in good position there to take that one away.
Tried to dump it into the far corner and get the ricochet back toward Arvidsson. Instead, it hit the dasher and goes up and out of play.
Fans Hockey season is the perfect time to get a high-efficiency Peerless boiler. Be ready and start saving now. Find the Peerless boiler that's right for your home or business and a list of local installers at peerlessboilers.com. Remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
6:05 remaining in the second period. Bruins up 2. Trying to open the season on a 3-game winning streak. As a face-off win by McLeod here for Buffalo. Colleen's pass. Jack Quinn. Here's Tuchel on the right wing side. Going into the corner.
Barber will be right
into Lorai. Around the far boards, McLeod.
Hey,
back around toward the near side.
So in.
Colleen gets over and taps it to Quinn. Checked by Minton.
Oh, saying keep it tight.
And behind the net it comes and back toward the near corners. Quinn tried to center. Broken up by Minton. McAvoy retreats behind his net. Sent it toward the far side. Asamont able to get it to Minton. Starting out of the zone to the center circle. Sends it softly toward the right wing corner. Byram takes a look over his shoulder and reverses it back around to that far side. Darlene going to skate it ahead to the red line. Off the dump in. Skip past Swayman behind the net. Peak will get it back to Harris near side corner. Up into the neutral zone to Janot. Thompson off the turnover will get it back into the Boston zone and throws a long shot in on Swayman, who hangs on.
Thompson's been settling for that outside shot. You know, he hasn't gotten on the inside really much at all so far in this game. Very capable, though.
5:06 to play, second period. We'll take a break. Bruins 2, Sabres nothing. On the 98.5 Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
From the first bite to the
Whether
last
you're
bite,
putting
that
together a
bun
hockey
is
team
crispy,
or
cozy,
Ford's
just
award-winning
amazing.
lineup
With
of
the pretzel
SUVs,
buns, the
a
Dijon
great
mustard,
team
and the
starts
chicken,
with the right
give those three
players.
things
Like the
together, it
iconic
makes that
Ford Bronco
sweet,
Sport.
savory kind of
It not only
combination.
looks
It's
great,
everything
but
that
its
you love
4x4
about food
capability
rolled
means it can
into
handle
one.
just about
It
any
looks
kind of
phenomenal.
weather.
It tastes
And
great.
the rugged
It's
Ford
delicious.
Explorer with seating for 7 and room for all your gear. Check out the full lineup of award-winning Ford SUVs at your New England Ford dealers today. Proud partner of the Boston Bruins.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature stand, you can dip to your heart's content. Now let's wrap this up because I got to dip. I want to try these new tenders. For tendies you're going to know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's. Waiting for your electrical supplies during the day or sitting in traffic is for the birds. Use the GCE Night Train from Granite City Electric and get access to over $50 million in local inventory with a free guaranteed overnight delivery of your electrical supplies anywhere in New England. So avoid wasting time waiting in line and sitting in traffic. Order by 5 p.m. and you'll have your materials the next morning by 6 a.m. guaranteed. Visit GCEnighttrain.com to get on board the GCE Night Train today. Granite City Electric, proud partner of the Boston Bruins Radio Network.
TD cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden. From pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. These benefits were made for game time. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, Bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins.
Get 985thesportshub.com.
Want more access to the Boston Bruins? Subscribe to the Bruins YouTube channel at Boston Bruins NHL for exclusive interviews, behind-the-scenes content, highlights, and more. Hit the subscribe button today and stay connected to the black and gold. 5:06 to play, second period. Boston with a 2-0 lead over Buffalo. Face off to Jeremy Swayman's left. He has stopped all 11 shots directed at him tonight. Pasternak will move it up the left wing side here and try to center. He had Lindholm coming down the right side, but pass was blocked in the slot. Now Thompson gathers a puck back into the Boston zone. Knocked off with his stick by Pete. Thompson goes to get it in the far corner. Has trouble with Peak and Geeky. Thompson arguing as his stick got knocked out of his hands. He'll jump over the boards and get replaced as Buffalo goes for a change. Peak from the far corner. Reversed it back behind the net to Zadorov.
Composed play. Right? You got nothing. Bruins are trying to get a line change. You got nothing up the strong side. You got the reverse there. Easy clear.
Sabres get possession in their zone. Quinn gets it back from Bryson. Quinn carrying up toward the Boston line with speed. Cuts to his right. Takes the shot. Pad saved by Swayman.
Yeah, they haven't been able to get through that neutral zone with a lot of speed. So when they have, it's been an outside shot.
Bryson with a shot that skims wide of Swayman, and Corrali will clear it. That one not quite far enough for an icing. Cloud forced to play it. Castelli took it away on the far boards. Here's Corrali coming right down the middle and Lyon out to make the save.
Lyon was way out to make that save.
Harris pinching along the near boards. Had it taken by Tuck. Lifted out into neutral ice. Jokiharju settling in as he backs into his own zone. Banked a pass to Corrali. Busnadinov will send it in, and he'll head off in a change. Byram out of the near corner of the Sabres zone. They're moving from left to right. 3:23 to go here in the second period. Off a dump in. McAvoy shouldered Danforth. Puck held to the line by Timmins. Sent it over to the far side. Samuelson's shot goes wide. Zacha will clear. Coming ahead is Arvidsson. Arvidsson moving toward the high slot. Got sandwiched between Krebs and Samuelson.
Yeah, good back check there by Krebs to help out Samuelson.
Middlestat nearly a steal from Timmins. Timmins has to retreat behind his net. Doan knocked off balance coming into neutral ice by Zacha. McAvoy picks up the free puck. Lorai over to McAvoy. Right side for Arvidsson. Finds Middlestat coming through the red line. And in across the blue. Middlestat takes his time as the Bruins had started to change. Samuelson has it for Buffalo. Long pass up the near side, tipped ahead by Krebs. Jokiharju pivots back toward the near boards to get away from Zucker's pressure. Up loose into the corner. Thompson gets his body in there. Harris as well. Harris puts a shoulder into Zucker. Puck will go around toward the far side. Back to Power at the left point. Over to the near side. Dahlin swing and a miss on the one-timer attempt, and we have a whistle and a penalty coming up
on the Sabres.
Interference is the indication.
Yeah, Tage Thompson's getting a little frustrated.
He's the one who's going into the box with 2:10 to go here in the second.
He thought he got his stick chopped out of his hands on the last shift he was out there. I think this is his going to the front of the net, just wiping somebody out there.
Jokiharju.
Cross-check Jokiharju down to the ice. He's trying to establish a position in front of the net. I get that. You know, and you can get away with a little bit in front, trying to gain some separation, push a defenseman out so that you can gain your position in front of Swayman. But he just wiped him out.
So 2:10 to go in the period. Bruins up 2. They go back to the power play. 0 for 3 so far tonight.
And a broken stick here. That's going to be a hand pass.
Yeah, Geeky's stick broke and try to get that puck, keep that puck alive.
Yeah, that's. I don't know what you do there, but did he have it broken? Oh, that's my question is, because that faceoff was won directly to him. Was that, he's talking to the referee right now. I think it got chopped and broken in half.
There's really no other way it would have broken.
Well, if it's compromised, if it's compromised already. I'd like to get a replay of that.
So they'll move the faceoff outside the blue line here after the hand pass.
Hey, your barber will be right with you.
Just 3 seconds off the power play clock.
Hey, I'll get some burgers after this. So in.
And Elias Lindholm
just the sides of the
gets
top,
kicked
please.
out of the faceoff. So Geeky and his new twig stand in there against McLeod. Bruins control the puck. Geeky hands it over to Pasternak near side. Tried to feed Zacha near the blue line, but bounced off his leg. That gives Timmins a chance to send it all the way down.
Chicken.
A minute 53 to go here in the period. Zacha already has 1 goal tonight. Lindholm steps across the line. Back to Zacha on the right side. Turns away from Samuelson. To McAvoy, who touched it along for Pasternak. One time's a puck coming off the near boards. And that one...
Did Lyon get a piece of that?
I'm not sure who did, but it ended up off the back glass. Pasternak in the near corner to Geeky. Geeky turning it back toward the corner. Samuelson gets involved, as does Zaka. Puck off the near boards. Tuck reaching for it, able to tip it through Pasternak.
That'd be interference.
And that will be interference. Tuck moving ahead short-handed, gets the shot. Swayman makes the save, and he has a hold of it. And that will kill off the remaining minute 5 of the power play.
So Pasternak he had to play one-on-one against Tuck in the first period when he was back there isolated on defense. This time, he's in between. Do you go for that loose puck as it's trickling out towards the blue line, or do you back off? He tried to go for it. Tuck was able to chip it by him, and no real argument from Pasternak as the interference call.
So a minute 14 left in the period, and we'll see some 4-on-4 time here. Minute 5 to go on the Tage Thompson penalty, and Pasternak into the box for interference. His penalty would carry over into the third. Kastelik will take a face-off in the defensive zone. Out there with Corrali, Peak, and Zadorov on the 4-man unit. Dahlin plays over to Byram, back to Dahlin, steps to the top of the left circle. Now Quinn up high, and his shot challenged by Peak, blocked high up into the netting.
Fans aren't happy about that penalty, but it had to be called. I would agree with them on some other calls so far this season, but not that one.
And Boston just kind of slowed down and tried to use his body to slow up Tuck, because Tuck's going to blow right by him.
Right. And they still got a partial 2-on-1. Tuck got a good chance out of it.
Face off. It'll be Byram at the near side point, giving to Dahlin. Dahlin pivots off the near wall. Kastelik right with him. 4-on-4 for another 43 seconds. Quinn with a rising shot that goes off the glass. Corrali racing over far side, helps that puck out of the zone. Dahlin will back up toward his own zone with 30 seconds to go in the 4-on-4, 40 to go in the period. Dahlin hands off to Kulik, moves to the right circle, centering pass taken away by Kastelik, but then he and Peak collided. Peak able to keep playing from the seat of his pants. The Bruins will get it clear. 12 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. Under 20 to go in the period now. Power up through the red line and now across the Boston blue. Wheels it free over to the far side. Timmins down low. Power play on now for Buffalo as Power fires a shot. Save made by Swayman. Rebound jumped off of him right to Zadorov, and he'll clear it. And that'll bring us to the end of the period. So the Sabres will have 46 seconds of power play time to start the third. But it's the Bruins on the strength of goals by Pavel Zacha in the first period and Mark Kastelik in the second, who have a 2-0 lead after 40 minutes. We'll return to TD Garden on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Dude, yours looks great. That's what I'm talking about.
Hockey season is the perfect time to get a high-efficiency Peerless Porter. Be ready and start saving now. Find the Peerless Porter that's right for your home or business and a list of local installers at peerlessporters.com. Remember, Peerless Porters, the world's best built boilers.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, Passport, or CR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.49% APR on a 2025 Pilot or 3.99% APR on a 2026 Ridgeline, 2026 Passport, or 2026 CR-V.
See dealer for financing details.
Face Off Inside the NHL returns, taking you deeper behind the scenes than ever before. See it all from the star-studded Four Nations Face Off tournament.
Us against the world, boys.
To the adrenaline of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
I'm scared of you guys.
With candid interviews and backstage access, experience the sacrifice, the rivalries, and the determination that define NHL greatness.
Just when I thought last year couldn't be topped, here we are.
A new season of Face Off Inside the NHL. Watch now only on Prime Video.
Kids eat free at the 99 every Sunday in October. Kids get a free meal from the kids menu with every adult entree purchased. You gotta love the Nines.
98.5 The Sports Hub and the Bruins Radio Network welcome the following new partners. TimberTech Decking and Railing, #1 in premium decking. Order free samples at timbertech.com. Blue Sky Restoration. Tune in to hear this date in history being restored by Blue Sky all season long. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. And your Boston area Lexus dealers. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer today. From the home of the Bruins, thank you for joining our winning team.
Did you know that Aaron's, the snow thrower company, also makes Gravely lawnmowers? Do yourself a favor and get the job done right with the Gravely zero-turn mower designed to deliver professional results. Dial in your precise cutting height with the comfort of a plush high-back seat, powered with a dependable Kawasaki engine. Gravely is here for you and your lawn, just like the Aaron snow thrower is here for your driveway. Get the most mower for your money and get a Gravely zero-turn. Find your local dealer at gravely.com.
Hey, it's Big Jim. Heading to a game at the Garden this season, just take the train to North Station. With commuter rail, kids 11 and under always ride free. And if the game's on a weekend, you can ride with $10 weekends. So don't be late battling traffic and parking. Yuck. Buy tickets from a conductor on board or with the M-Ticket app and take the train straight to the game.
Zoe and Beetle, middays on the Sports Hub.
H. Thompson got it to the blue line, but not out. And it's thrown to the net and in. Off a deflection in front. And the Bruins make it 2-0 as Kastelik has it redirect past Lyon. Mark Kastelik's goal extending the lead to 2-0 at the end of 2 periods here at TD Garden. Back alongside Bob Beers, I'm Ryan Johnston. Bruins had a pretty dominant first period, got themselves a 1-0 lead out of that. Second period, Buffalo with a little pushback earlier on in the period, but the Bruins able to get it to a 2-0 lead here after 40.
Yeah, they were aided by a couple power plays, but they were also sloppy on their power play. I mean, the Bruins ended up with a 2-on-1 out of it. They had another opportunity. Buffalo's definitely off their game. I don't know what they're going to look like this year because it's so early. It's only the second game of the season for them. They got a shutout in their first one. They had 37 shots on the New York Rangers, and Shesterkin played really well. They're up to 15 shots here today, so they get 13 in the second period. Right. And there were a couple difficult saves. I mean, Alex Tuck had a shorthanded chance. Stopped by Swayman. Krebs had a chance with the goaltender pull for the extra attacker on a delayed penalty call. Not sure if it was on net or not, but Swayman makes a really good save moving to his left on that one. Most of it's been from the outside. Talk about Tage Thompson. He's the most dangerous goal scorer they have. Everything's been on the outside for him. And he ended up taking a penalty. He still has, or he took the penalty late in the period there before Pastrnak took his penalty. It's been on the outside, but that can change. He's so capable of all of a sudden turning it around in a hurry, and he's a guy that the Bruins have to pay, very close attention to when he's out there. But Buffalo's definitely, like I said, really early to tell. There's some high hopes in Buffalo that they can break that streak of 14 straight years not making the playoffs, and they've got some injuries to a couple of key players right now. But now it's up for the Bruins, and we mentioned partway through the second period to extend their lead. Now, they weren't able to do it on the power play. They did create some chances, but I like the first couple power plays I saw from the Bruins, maybe not the last one. Quicker puck movement, a lot of movement as well. They're not standing in one place. You're not just focused on Pastrnak standing in the left wing circle. He's getting himself moving. He's had a couple of opportunities. He had 9 shot attempts after 1 period. Mm-hmm. I don't know what he's up to now. But he had at least 2 or 3 that period, right? So
showing 11.
He's got 11 shot
right
attempts,
now,
6 shots on goal.
Right.
I mean, he's been way more active than he was last game. He's got nothing to show for it so far, but way more active than he was last game and effective offensively. But so you extended the lead to 2-0, which was important for them. We'll call it a bit of a fortunate goal, but they probably deserved better earlier, and they didn't get it. Lyon kind of made a couple of really good saves. Made a great save on Lindholm during one of the power plays. And now you got to keep the pedal down. You're up 2-0 going into the third period. Buffalo has not had a whole lot here in this game. Now it's up to you to keep the pedal down.
We talked about it, and we heard from Marco Sturm during the pregame show talking about the secondary scoring. And, he said you'd like, your first line to be able to carry the load every single night. While the first line's been good tonight, they've been held off the score sheet. You get Pavel Zacha with his first goal. You get Mark Kastelik with his first goal. So, for the second game in a row, we're seeing a little bit of the scoring depth on this team.
Yeah, and like I say, and the top lines had their chances. At least Pastrnak has, and certainly Lindholm had a good opportunity as well. But, it's if they're not scoring, you got to have it from somewhere else. And you had it last game. You had it against the Chicago Blackhawks. Getting it again here today. Jordan Harris gets in his first game, has a nice assist on the Zacha goal. Zacha's been involved in a number of goals that have been scored so far. I thought he deserved an assist. Last game didn't get it. A second assist, I should say. Last game didn't get it. He had an assist on the Lindholm goal in Washington. So he's been involved offensively. A couple of them on the power play, but he's been involved offensively. And a nice movement by him on the pass from Harris to get himself free from the front of the net. There's a logjam in front. He's going to pop out. Harris pinches down the left wing boards. He's going to create the shooting lane, make himself available, or passing lane, I should say, make himself available on the good one-timer that beat Lyon in the first period.
Well, he gets the assist, and he's, again, making his official debut as a Bruin tonight. We saw him a little bit in the preseason, but with Hampus Lindholm out, he draws in tonight. How's he done through 40 minutes?
He's kept his feet moving. He's been good. That's his identity, right? I mean, he's not going to be overpowering in a physical presence. He's just keep your feet moving, move the puck, make smart plays. And jump up and not be hesitant when there is a play to be made, which he did on the goal that was scored in the first period.
All right, what's the key to the third period?
Keep your foot on the gas. It's, the Sabres had a little bit of a push there in the second period. I don't know how much of a push they're going to have here in the third, and it's up to the Bruins to slow them to the neutral zone, making sure that they're not getting those clean entries, not backing off in those situations, smart line changes, attention to detail. If you get a chance to get a puck out, you get it out. But if you get a chance to make a play, make a play. Don't just dump it out into the neutral zone so that Sabres are coming right back at you. Have the confidence to play with a lead. And that's what I want to see here in the third period from them.
2 periods complete here at TD Garden, and it's the Bruins with the 2-0 lead. Goal scoring, Pavel Zacha, his first from Jordan Harris and Andrew Peeke at 15:48 of that first period to give the Bruins a 1-0 lead through 20 minutes. And then just past the midway point of the game, Mark Kastelik with his first of the season from Charlie McAvoy at 10:21 of the second. Shots on goal through 2 periods are 26-15 in favor of the Bruins. Buffalo had a 13-9 edge in the second. Our music of the game brought to you by Live Nation. Ryan Adams, Roll with the Punches Tour, a night full of hits, live at TD Garden October 26th with special guest Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo. Get tickets now at livenation.com. We'll check the out-of-town scoreboard next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Monkey Sports North Andover grand opening is October 25th and 26th. Be one of the first 50 people each day and score a mystery gift card worth up to $250 plus 20% off store-wide all weekend.
Roof or chimney leaking? Siding or windows worn out? Protect your home from harsh New England weather with the experts whose work and reputation have been built to last for over 50 years. GF Sprague does it right the first time. Backed by a forever warranty with unmatched craftsmanship. Ask about our new best price promise, which means you get the same great GF Sprague experience, but at a better price than ever before. Visit gfsprague.com today to protect your home this season.
Advance your career with an MBA or specialized master's through Babson College. Join the school ranked #2 best college in the U.S. by the Wall Street Journal 2025. Visit babson.edu/grad programs.
Hi, Joe Giacalone here, owner of Arch Painting, and we have some exciting news. Arch Painting Residential has officially become Paint Zen. Same trusted team, same expert painters. Now with the power of rapid-fire technology to make it easy to quote and book your home painting job in just minutes. And with our premium epoxy floor coatings, garages, workshops, and laundry rooms have never looked better. Plus, your floors will be durable and long-lasting, easier to clean, and spill-resistant, only with Paint Zen.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Visit your New England Chevy dealers.
L&F is a veteran-owned company offering premier services such as heat pumps, generators, car charger installs, panel upgrades, and more. Call 844-LF-WISE or visit lfelectralservice.com.
Toucher and Hardy, mornings on the Sports Hub.
Back here at the TD Garden after 2 periods of play, Bruins leading the Sabres by the score of 2-0. We take a look at some scores around the NHL. Earlier today, Winnipeg Jets getting their first win of the season, 3-2 winners over the LA Kings. It was St. Louis getting their first win, 4-2 over the Calgary Flames. End of 2 periods, Detroit has a 3-2 lead on Toronto. Also at the end of 2, it's New Jersey 3 and Tampa 2. Florida Panthers lead the Ottawa Senators 4-1. Washington Capitals lead the New York Islanders, same score, 4-1. And a third score, 4-1. Rangers leading the Pittsburgh Penguins at the end of 2 periods. Carolina 3-2 lead over the Flyers, 2-2 Montreal, and Chicago now in the second period at the end of 1. Utah and Nashville are tied at 1, and at the end of 1 period, the Columbus Blue Jackets leading the Minnesota Wild by the score of 1-0. Bruins up 2-0 on the Sabres after 2 periods of play. Third period action coming up next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Sports don't get any tougher than hockey, and trucks don't get any tougher than Ford F-Series, F-150, and Super Duty. The trucks that move mountains also move parade floats and snowmobiles. With that versatility, it's no wonder Ford F-Series is the #1 selling pickup for 48 years straight. Visit buyfordnow.com for great offers. Your New England Ford dealers, a proud partner of your Boston Bruins. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Hi, it's Jason Todd from Blue Sky Restoration. All hockey season, Blue Sky is restoring historic garden moments on the ice. Tune in to the Bruins Radio Network every home game to hear this date in history, restored by Blue Sky. And remember, if you have a property disaster, visit goblusky.com. Restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow.
Layer on the flavor with the DQ sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets. Now available in new sweet chili or honey barbecue. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Good news, homeowners. Over the last 5 years, home values have increased more than 40%. Bad news, homeowners. Some of you haven't adjusted your insurance to cover your home's increased value, which means a natural disaster could also be a financial disaster. Relax, people. Talk to an independent agent about safety insurance. They'll make sure you have the coverage you need today to ensure a happy tomorrow. Safety insurance will help you manage life storms.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Boston Bruins tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Bruins and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Bruins.
TD cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden, from pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. These benefits were made for game time. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins.
For all your heating and cooling needs, you need Endless Energy.
Hi, this is Matt Kidd, CEO of Endless Energy. If you're considering a heat pump hot water heater system, now's the time to act. Federal tax credits valued at up to $2,000 are going away at the end of this year. Give us a call at 775-ENDLESS. That's 775-ENDLESS, or self-schedule online at goendlessenergy.com.
The question always comes up, where to take your vehicle for reliable and trustworthy service, whether it's repair or just maintenance. I know just the place. Meineke Car Care is your one-stop shop for total car care. They handle engines, brakes, oil, tires, and yeah, they do mufflers too. Each Meineke is independently owned and operated. That's why I trust them to handle the maintenance of my personal vehicle. Meineke prides itself on providing exceptional customer service. Go to Meineke.com for the location near you and schedule an appointment today. Trust your key with Meineke, doing car care right.
Felger and Maz, afternoons on the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification across the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston, 98.5 The Sports Hub. The media group station.
It's time for this date in Bruins history, being restored by Blue Sky Restoration Contractors.
Now left circle, Pasternak shoots, he scores! Pasternak with a low laser. Pasternak shoots, he scores! His second of the night into an empty net. The Garden to its feet. And the Bruins take the Centennial season opener. David Pasternak with a pair of goals, including the game winner. Your final, Bruins 3 and the Blackhawks 1.
And tonight's This Date in History brought to you by Blue Sky, taking us back just a couple of years. October 11th, 2023. It was a season-opening victory for the Bruins, 3-1 over Connor Bedard, who was making his Garden debut. David Pasternak with a pair of goals in that game to help lead the way to victory. Remember, if you have a property disaster, visit GoBlueSky.com. That's GoBlueSky.com. Blue Sky Restoration, restoring your property and your life for a brighter tomorrow. Teams coming out to get the third period underway. Bruins on top 2-0. Remember, the Bruins are going to wrap up this three-game homestand here on Monday afternoon. 1 o'clock face-off against the Tampa Bay Lightning. And then it'll be off for a week-long road trip to Vegas, Colorado, and Utah.
Yeah, some tough. I mean, they're all tough opponents, right? I mean, there are no easy nights. You might run into a team once in a while. It's having an off night, but you still have to put the work in. You still have to pay attention to detail. But you've definitely got some legitimate opponents coming up on that road trip.
Yeah, some teams,
and Monday.
Some teams that are thinking about, lifting the cup potentially.
Colorado's certainly in that category. Tampa's in that category.
Vegas.
Vegas is definitely in that category. And Utah thinks that they have a playoff team.
Yep.
So you got 46 seconds to kill here to start this third period with Pasternak in the box.
John Corrali will take the face-off to get it started here. Bruins will be moving from left to right on offense in the third period. Corrali stands in against McLeod. And Zadorov off the window face-off, going to scale one all the way down toward Alex Lyon. He has stopped 24 out of 26 shots so far tonight. Jeremy Swayman 15 for 15. Tage Thompson will carry the Sabres through the neutral zone and then lost it coming across the blue line. And Zaka will clear.
1-3 through the neutral zone. Thompson trying to carve some space out. He's got a little frustrated body language going right now.
Zadorov deflected a pass intended for Tuck. Tuck chasing into the near corner. Takes a Zadorov hit. Able to stay with it, though, and get it back to Dahlin at the left point. Pushed it to McLeod. Left circle. Shot kicked away by Swayman right toward the slot, and it's cleared away by Jeannot. Power play comes to an end. Pasternak's out of the box. Thompson stepping in toward the left circle. The puck knocked away from him. Pasternak picked it up.
He lost it.
Lindholm, far side, shot it wide. Peak as the puck angle around to him. He'll dump it back in behind the Buffalo net. Dahlin is there. On to Doan coming out of the zone. Doan gains the red line. Sends it softly into the left wing corner. Peak able to hold him off. And Geekie turns back toward the near side. Elias Lindholm had lost his stick, able to regain it.
Geekie's looking for someone to give that puck to, and he couldn't find anybody. Makes a smart play.
Geekie able to force it out of the zone against Kulik at the blue line. 90 seconds into this third period. Off the dump in. Puck comes careening towards Swayman. Kick back out toward the slot. And a chance there for Peyton Krebs. Scramble for it on the far circle. Quinn had it poke checked away by Harris. Arvidsson leads it up the left wing side. Trying to get around Samuelson as he goes into the corner. At the back of the net, Byram sent it back to the far side. Cut off by Arvidsson. Got it to Zaka. But his shot gets smothered. Allenstein trying to dump into the Bruins zone, and he and Zaka get tangled up, and that play winds up offside here against Buffalo.
Yeah, I think first things first, they got the penalty killed. Not much against them. There was one tense moment there, a shot that came through. I think it was blocked off, but they've done a nice job on the PK again here today. And had a good chance at a shorthanded goal earlier.
You mentioned that puck just kind of getting away from Tage Thompson as he was coming into the offensive zone. That's happened to him a few times tonight. He's has not been at the top of his game this evening. You said earlier, he's capable of turning it around very quickly.
All it takes is one shot for him, or one play.
44 goals last season. Arvidsson backhands to Zaka in front of the Bruins bench. Pavel going to bring it to the red line. Dumped into the right corner. Ricochets out of there right to Samuelson.
Arvidsson had to slow up at the blue line.
McLeod carries the Sabres back. And McAvoy able to tap it away from him.
That right there, that's what you want to see from the Bruins here when the Sabres try to carry that puck in the zone. They kind of get swallowed up. You've got the back pressure. The D can stand up.
Jokiharju rims one around the Buffalo end. Busnadinov sweeps it around the near side. Jokiharju awaiting at the right point. Puts it back down low. Dahlin took it back. Byram to Quinn coming out of his own zone. Pass ahead, finds Danforth trying to center, and Zadorov got in the way of that.
Yeah, and then Busnadinov on the back check.
They'll play it around the near boards. Nobody over here for either side. That one's going to skim all the way down for an icing.
Yeah, Buffalo's tried to carry that puck into the middle a couple times, and the Bruins have been there. And so far, so good. Still a lot of time, though. Got to make sure that attention to detail, especially on that back check and through the neutral zone, is there for them. And they talked about the other day, they had to lead, a one-goal lead or two-goal lead, right, against it was a one-goal lead against the Capitals, and they just talked about not sitting back because they thought they did a little bit too much against Washington.
Give those three things together, it makes that.
So it was 2-0, then it was 2-1.
Right. It's everything that you love about food.
Face-off win by Kastelic. Near board. Bryson just able to keep it alive at the blue line now as the puck comes across toward the Boston bench. Corrali's clear goes into the bench, and the face-off will stay in the Bruins zone. 16:38 left here in the third period. And 7 total power plays in this game. 4 for Boston, 3 for Buffalo. One of those abbreviated for either side. Neither team has been able to capitalize. Face-off. Far circle down to our left. Sean Corrali to take it against Sabres, trying to figure out who was going to take it.
Thompson didn't want to take it. He wants to shoot it.
Yeah, they were trying to wave Thompson into the circle. He pointed at Kulik and said, no, you take it.
I want to shoot. Here. I'm standing in the slot. You win it to me, I'll shoot.
Off a clear.
And Corrali won it.
Yep. Doan to Kulik. Tips it deep. Peak. Gets to it first, just ahead of Kulik. Harris hard around the far boards, bounced off of Power, right to Dahlin. Dahlin to the far circle, bumped off his stride by Jeannot.
Got numbers here.
Harris headmans it along for Jeannot up the left wing side. Doan able to get back, make the defensive play. Harris took a heavy hit from Dahlin, who was coming back into the play.
Dahlin trying to draw a penalty in that offensive zone, was a little frustrated coming back that time.
Peak over to Harris at the left point. Lines it deep to Asimon. Backhander hit the outside of the net. Jeannot chases it far side, gets there in front of Doan. Harris, center of the blue line. Doan is without a stick. Peak in the near corner, shouldered by Thompson, stays right with it. 15:43 to go. Harris at the blue line to hold it in. Ricochet to Asimon, who couldn't get the puck to his stick in time.
He was surprised that puck ended up. Got knocked down by Dahlin. It came right to Asimon.
Bruins from their own zone now. McAvoy to Pasternak, cutting up the right wing. Pasta stays with it along the near board. Sent it toward the corner. But cut off there by Bryson. Goes behind the net. Owen Byram going to carry it through neutral ice. Swings a pass right side to McLeod. And he tried to get it to the net. That's blocked off Lori and out of play.
Yeah, Byram wanted that puck back. He moved that puck wide, and he was going right down the middle looking for a return pass. McLeod tried to find him.
Defensive zone face-off coming with 15:10 remaining here in the third period. Bruins will have Elias Lindholm take this draw. He is 9-3 on the dot again tonight.
Make it 10. I don't know if they'll give him credit for that, but I think he won it.
Puck is brought up through neutral ice here by Geekie, cutting toward the right wing corner. Gets ridden in there by Samuelson. Pasternak kept it moving behind the net. Mallenstein will backhand it out into the neutral zone. Now, Lindholm came into the night with over 68% wins on faceoffs in the first 2 games. And he's up over that mark again this evening. Geeky, far circle. Back to Lori. Lori got a shot through traffic. Lyon made the stop. Mallenstein, far side boards, will get it back out through neutral. McAvoy chased by Danforth in the Bruins zone. Lori whips it across ice. Middlestat able to poke it away from Krebs out into the neutral zone. Now Middlestat up the right side. That got cut off, and Krebs will send it back towards Swayman. It rims around behind him. Zaka from Lori sends one ahead. Arvidsson is behind everyone. Puck behind the Sabre net, and Lyon had to come out and play it away from the onrushing Arvidsson. Krebs sends Quinn back in the other direction. Off a dump in, puck hits the back of the net. Hit a stanchion in the corner and kicked to the back of the net. Zadorov sent it to the far side. Zaka got hemmed in there a bit. Thrown to the front of the net. Doan looking for a rebound off of Swayman. And the Bruins able to push it forward. Zaka to Zadorov. From the red line, he wires one in wide of the glove side. Bruins go for a change. Buffalo doing likewise. 6.5 minutes gone, third period. Tage Thompson from the red line. Hammers one in deep. Swayman stopped it. Sent it into the far corner. Tangled up in somewhere in Kulik's equipment, I think.
It's in his equipment.
Yeah. Draws the whistle as nobody can find the puck. We'll take a break. 13-18 to go here in the third period. Bruins 2, Sabres nothing. On the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Hey, if you notice sticky doors and windows, cracks in brick, drywall, or your foundation, that's a sign of big problems, and it's time to call the Foundation Pros. Ramjack of New England. They don't have fancy celebrity endorsers, but dig and fix all over New England and know how to get the job done right. Trust the local experts. Whack the crack with Ramjack. Ramjack.com.
Looking for the ultimate game day destination? Head to the Bossy Sports Lounge in Natick. Catch every play on dozens of TVs while enjoying craft cocktails, brick oven pizza, and a lively atmosphere. Keep the fun and competition going with shuffleboard showdowns, 6 smart dartboards, or tee it up on the full swing golf simulators. And for the biggest games, step into the Invictus Theater. Plush seating, full food and beverage service, and a massive 12x19 video wall with surround sound that puts you right in the middle of the action. Visit bossy.net to book your experience today.
Puka, Bella, I'm sure you've noticed some changes.
Who are you talking to?
For when I have to tell the dogs about the twins, because they'll
be fine in the spacious third row seat.
But the twins
can sleep peacefully thanks to the rear manual sunshade.
And what about the
extra cargo space for strollers and dog beds?
I guess you're right.
Can we go to the hospital now? The contractions are getting closer.
The 3-row Lexus TX, because everyone should feel like the center of the universe. Click the banner to discover more. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Hey, this October, eliminate chili drafts for good with Window Nation. Right now, when you buy 2 replacement windows, you'll get 2 for free, plus pay nothing for 2 whole years. But you have to hurry. The sale ends October 31st. Schedule your free estimate now at windownation.com.
Now I'm kind of
feeling the Pats play on the Sports Hub.
Can't wait to show my mom.
13-18 left in the third period. Bruins leading 2-0 here over Buffalo. Just compiled the numbers through almost 3 games for Elias Lindholm. It's 34 and 14 on faceoffs the first 3 games this year. Sean Corrali going to take this one in the defensive zone. Danforth able to win that one. And a shot by Dahlin turned aside with a blocker. In the near corner, Tage Thompson trying to dig it free. It'll come free behind the net to Peak. He gets cut off by Kulik. Power now back at the left point here for Buffalo. His shot was stopped by Kastelik. It broke Kastelik's stick. He's headed back toward the bench as Husnudinov taps it out of the zone off the feed from Zadorov. Jump back in by Power, and
they're not
shy
giving
of the red line.
Twice from the exact same spot today.
He does not look terribly impressed by that call, but the faceoff will come back in the Buffalo zone.
Hey, your barber will be right with you.
One barber?
We talked about it a couple games ago when McAvoy got called for it, right? We thought he was pretty close.
Just the sides and the
And
top.
always says if they're going to call that one, then you make sure you call it the other way and be consistent during the game. And there were a couple like Chikrin late in the game, and he was well behind the red line, and they gave him the benefit of the doubt. So they called that close twice here today. And just if the players know there's consistency to it, then they got to adjust. As long as it's consistent. You might get some linesmen that give you the benefit of the doubt, but you're going to call it close on one, you got to call it close all game.
Going to be sticklers about it tonight. Asamont to Minton, up ice, and just jumped away from Jeannot. That's going to turn into an icing.
Into the triangle there, right in between the skate and the stick. He couldn't adjust to get that pass. Do you try to take it with your stick? Do you try to get your skate on it?
Hey guys,
and by that time it's by him.
Cheesesteak crazy puffs instead.
Defensive zone face-off coming for Minton here with 12:27 to play.
Little Caesars is the real deal.
Any other advice?
Yes.
He'll stand in against McLeod.
Now, Saquon? No. Now? It's a car right there. What's a car?
Wins this one.
Right.
And up off the glass, love down by Byram. Yogi Haru takes one away near circle and will clear it. And that one trickling down will not quite make it for an icing.
The reverse is there off the defensive zone face-off. It came up the strong side boards. Yeah, I mean, it's wide open.
McAvoy ridden into the near corner. Puck behind the net to Lorai. Far side, Asamont. Kicked out of the zone off of McLeod. Sabres have it back. Byram just inside the red line. Backhander into the middle of the ice. Picked off by Geekie. Sends Pasternak the other way. Right circle shot knocked aside by Lyon.
How far out was Lyon? He's pretty aggressive when he needs to be.
He certainly has been a couple of times this evening. Centering pass by Quinn blocked. Here's Geekie. He's got Pasta breaking away again toward the left side, and Dahlin recovered.
Good recovery by Dahlin there.
Lorai with a long shot, and Lyon out at the top of his crease to get a piece of that. Quinn against Geekie along the near side. Now Power will start the Sabres out. Dump in by Doan all the way around to the far side. Just kept in, but Peak kicks away a shot in front of Swayman. Power throws one to the net. Swayman saw that one all the way and puts the glove on it for the whistle at 11:07 to go in the third.
Yeah, that's routine, right? I mean, nobody in front. Little wrist shot from the blue line. Pasternak twice trying to get behind the defense. Second one was a good recovery by Dahlin. First one he's being angled up, but gets a pretty good shot away. And Lyon reads it, comes. He's so far out on that save.
Alex Lyon, the de facto starter.
Which he should be, by the way.
Hello,
no, I'm saying that they're coming way out is what I'm talking about.
Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that
Pekka
juicy
Luukkonen
chicken with that toasty
sideline with a lower body injury.
To the last bite, that bun, it's crispy, toasty,
back up tonight is Colton Ellis, who was called up from
Dijon mustard and the chicken.
The AHL. They're actually claimed off of waivers, I should say,
combination.
as they
everything that you
were trying to send him to the AHL.
A couple years ago, the savior was Levi, was it not?
Yeah, he's playing in Rochester right now. Got the start in their season opener last night. Cooley tried to pull up short of Pete. Turn the puck over. Arvidsson to Zadorov. Lindy Ruff said Ellis likely to get a start here in the next few games, as they've got like everybody, a compacted schedule early on. Samuelson picks one off at center ice. Here's Zucker moving it toward the left circle. Shoots and scores. That one looked like it changed direction right off the stick. And it beats Swayman to cut it back to a 2-1 game.
Well, it did. It changed direction. Zucker got it, but unforced error. A forced pass up the middle when you're under no pressure, and you can see the frustration on a couple of the Bruins. This pass up the middle, it's intended for Jeannot, and Samuelson breaks it up. Zucker throws his puck towards the net, and I don't know if it went off of Minton or Peak, but yeah. But the pass up the middle, doesn't need to be made. I mean, Samuelson reads it, but there was no pressure from the Sabres. They were completing a line change. They had backed off. So they got some life now.
Jason Zucker's first of the year, 21 last season. 10:09 still to play in this one. It's a one-goal game. 2-1, Bruins have the lead. And a defensive zone faceoff as puck went into the Boston bench.
And they threw that puck up the middle, and
this game,
I think it was McAvoy that hopped on the ice because they were trying to make a line change.
I love about the
And they can't get back. There's a face-off won by the Bruins. Goes for icing.
From the first bite to the last bite, that bun.
How many times have you said that in the first 3 games?
I don't understand the reverse is wide open. It's there.
Together, it makes that sweet, savory kind of
you win, you start going one way, you reverse it back to your partner, and you got the full weak side of the ice to get the puck out of the zone.
It's great. It's delicious.
Haskelick will take the face off. Krebs won it. Dahlin, center of the blue line, gives it to Quinn near side, fires one wide of the short side. Husnudinov had it bumped off the far boards. Doan goes down. They're going to get a penalty here against McAvoy.
And this is after the icing call.
So with 9:53 to go, Buffalo not only has life, but they'll have a power play chance to try and tie this game. 2-1 Bruins have the lead on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V. It's your local Honda dealers.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 Ridgeline, 2026 Passport, or 2026 CR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Hurry into DQ for their sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets, layered with flavor from top to bottom and everywhere in between. Try them today. Now available in new sweet chili or honey barbecue. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Hi, this is Andrew Peak. I'm excited to be teaming up with the Shaws and Star Market Foundation and 98.5 The Sports Hub for Feeding the Puck for Families. Every time me or one of my teammates feeds the puck this season to help score a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation Nourishing Neighbors Initiative will donate $100 to help end hunger here in our local communities. Since its inception, Nourishing Neighbors has raised more than $250 million across the country to ensure our neighbors have the nutrition needed to thrive locally. Every time we feed the puck for a goal, the Shaws and Star Market Foundation will make a donation of $100 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help end hunger up to $50,000. To learn more about feeding the puck for families, visit 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or 2026 HR-V. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
Your barber will be right with
See dealer for financing details.
One barber? Hey, I'll get some burgers after
Bruins
this.
play on the Sports Hub.
Just the sides and top, please.
Boston Bruins and Arbella Insurance are giving 12 youth hockey players a chance to be the Arbella Kid Captain, joining the starting lineup on the ice for the national anthem. Winners receive 4 tickets, custom jersey, brand new equipment, and a VIP game day experience. Enter now at bostonbruins.com/kidcaptain. Bruins have a 2-1 lead, but now shorthanded just past the midway point of the third period. And Sabres set up Tage Thompson for a one-timer, and he snapped his stick in half. Zaka eats the puck behind the net. McLeod will send it around the far side. Dahlin. Thompson coming back to the bench with a new twig. Minute 40 to go on their power play. On the end board, Zucker gave it to the far side. McLeod coming to the dot, took a shot high and wide of Swayman. Ricochets out of the corner all the way out into neutral ice. Dahlin circling back through his own zone here for Buffalo and directing traffic. He'll drop it back to Thompson, picks it up between the circle. Thompson carries it up through neutral ice. Right side for Tuck into the Bruins zone. Around the near side it comes to Zucker, waiting at the point. Center blue line to Dahlin. Over to the far side for Tuck. Tuck goes back across for Thompson, one-timer, and a good stop by Swayman.
By far his best chance, right?
And out of the near corner, Andrew Peak going to send one all the way down on goal. Lyon sticks that aside. 50 seconds left in the McAvoy penalty. He was whistled off for tripping. Handed off at center ice and pushed into the zone by Quinn. He gets ridden off the puck by Harris, and around the boards it comes and out of the zone. Doan back behind the Buffalo net. 28 seconds to go on their man advantage. Power looking for Byram. Bounced off his skate. Easy clear for Jokiharju. Power will try it again with 15 to go on the McAvoy penalty. Comes through the red line to the Boston Blue. Left side for Kulik. Back in front for Power, just out of his reach coming down the slot. And Zaka clears it all the way down. That will do it for the man advantage. Both teams at full strength with 7:50 to play. Bruins up 2-1. As Mallenstein chipped into the Boston zone. Pete got a piece of it. Out of the near corner. It comes free to Pasternak. He'll skate it ahead. Gives into the middle to Geekie. Tapped it deep. And now gets body position on Timmins going into the far corner. Pasternak reversed it back around toward that far side. But Danforth cut in front of him. He and Pasta get tangled up. And they stay in the zone as Lori with a shot redirected off of Lindholm and up over the net. Geekie tried to get it to Pasternak. And he had his stick lifted over it. Sabres will gain the red line and then turn back as they're getting some piecemeal changes on here with 7:08 to play. McLeod toward the Boston line. Free to the puck by Middlestat. Sabres back in their own zone. Zacha putting some pressure on. Samuelson will skate it out toward the Buffalo line. Now gives to Tuck. Back to Samuelson, and he'll drive it in. Swayman came out, slowed it up. Jokiharju from the near corner. Tried to fire it up the wall. Cut off by Zucker. Back around to the far side. Harris scrambling over there. Got it to Zacha. Can't get it cleared. Nice job by Jokiharju to knock one down in front of the net, and he will get it out. Arvidsson gets cut off by Dahlin coming through neutral ice, but the puck came to Middlestat. Over to Arvidsson, a one-timer just wide of the short side. Now Peak one times a loose puck, and that one wide to the far side. A drive by Arvidsson finds the back glass, and it just gets out past Peak along the near side.
3 for a buck, huh? All of them missing the net.
6:10 to play here in regulation. 2-1 Bruins. Pass through the neutral ice finds Kulik. Deep it goes into Boston territory. Zadorov keeps it moving toward Pete.
2 touches, that puck's out of the zone.
Jeannot got it through neutral ice. Here's Minton moving toward the left wing circle. Ridden into the corner by Power. Free puck to the near side, Tage Thompson. Whipped across ice by Doan. Power gets it off the carom, but it's slowed up by Minton and forced back. Doan now at center ice. Carries to the Boston line. Left wing pass for Thompson. Thompson shot through McAvoy, but not through Jeremy Swayman, who makes the save and hangs on. 5:32 to go here in regulation at TD Garden. Bruins 2, Sabres 1 on the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the Versa, your local Honda dealers. but it's cut off by McLeod. Wide angle shot out of the far corner by Darlene. Oh, look out. It ricocheted off of Zadorov just wide of the far post. 2:20 left. McAvoy trying to push out of the zone. Can't get it going. Zadorov able to play it off the near boards to Elias Lindholm. Can't lift it out. We get a whistle. And the puck was touched with a high stick.
Yeah, the Bruins, it's that one bad bounce away. You've already had one bad bounce go against you. That was off Peak and went into the net on the goal by Zucker. And then that one almost by banking off of Zadorov's leg and went just wide.
The stoppage with 2:10 to go.
Let me tell you
Face-off will come outside
Hey, I'm
the zone.
Carlos. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A
Alex
Pretzel
Lyon
Cheddar Club is
is started toward the
Yeah,
bench.
they're going to wait for possession in the offensive zone before they pull him. I'm surprised they didn't pull him already. But
He is standing between the hash marks, well out of his crease.
I love the different varieties.
I want to see if they win the draw.
Right.
Spicy, original.
Elias Lindholm going to take it here for the Bruins. 11-3 on face-offs tonight. Matches up with Kulik. Bruins control that one. Pasternak from the red line will chip it down the right wing wall. Lyon has to stay put for now. Byram to Doan.
Now he's going.
And off he heads as Kulik dumps one around behind Swayman. Zadorov waiting for it on the far circle. Chipped it, not out. Comes in front and McAvoy will play it toward the near side. Pasternak helped it out. Byram sent it back in, but delayed offside. McAvoy with time will send it across ice. Empty net here. Elias Lindholm back checking Doan. Kept him from scoring. Now McAvoy couldn't settle a puck from Geekie. Kicked away from him by Doan. Free out at the Buffalo blue line.
Boy, I mean, Lindholm got swallowed up just before he get the shot away. McAvoy took his eyes off the puck there.
Minute 25 left as the puck comes into the Bruins zone, all the way into the near corner. Pasternak got it to McAvoy, rims it around the glass. Thompson took it off the wall, got the shot on goal. Swayman knocked it down. Now Geekie's got the free puck, and he's got Pasta on a breakaway toward the empty net. Puck skimmed away from him. Pasta from a wide angle missed the net. Geekie with a backhander that gets blocked. 1:04 to go. Geekie gets bumped off of it. Thompson has the puck coming to him, coming ahead to the Boston line. Comes across toward the left wing side and sends one around the wall. Darlene in there deep against Zadorov, who wins the battle. Around to the far side, it's Power to keep in. He throws one toward the front, blocked by Lindholm. Thompson, bottom of the near circle with a shot off of Swayman. Diving effort by Zacha to get that puck cleared. 38 seconds left, and Buffalo coming right back. Power tried to dump it in, blocked by Lindholm. Trickler down the ice, rolling, pulled out of the blue paint by Ryan McLeod to keep it going. 26 seconds remaining, and the Sabres come forward. Thompson sends it around the boards into the far corner. Zadorov gets a hit over there. Down low, it's Krebs coming toward the near corner with 15 seconds left. Steps away from Peak, a centering pass for Zucker, and his shot ricochets up and over the glass.
Well, multiple chances for the Bruins to score, and all I'm thinking about is what happened the other night in San Jose against the Vegas Golden Knights when San Jose had a chance with the empty net, couldn't quite get it done. And then Vegas gets a fluke goal on a dump in to tie it up, and then the game winner in overtime. So every time the Bruins got down over the line, and even the one that was rolling towards the net, McLeod, great hustle to get back and pull that puck just before it got over the goal line.
That was a foot or two away from this game being over. Timeout here with 11.1 to go. And the Bruins with a 2-1 lead. And the faceoff coming up. Boston.
I mean, Pasternak had a breakaway. The pass was in it. He couldn't control the pass. It wasn't right where he needed to be. Couldn't get it with his skate. Chased it down and had a bad angle shot, but couldn't finish that one off. I just going through my head from Thursday night watching the highlights. Put away for San Jose to lose.
Yeah, looks like Lindholm might have a chance to end it. Doan broke that up.
Yeah, good back check by Doan on that one. That wasn't Lindholm. You got Lindholm now in the face-off circle, right? Who's been so good, and now he's got the defensive zone face-off with 11 seconds to go. What do you do if you win it? What do you do if you lose it?
Your guest paid for their testimonial.
Kulik for the Sabres will take it. And he wins it. Thompson knocked away by McAvoy. Puck will be cleared by Kastelik. 5 to go. Lindholm in front. Corrali slam dunks it home with 2.2 to go. The Bruins with an empty netter make it 3-1. That was going in either way.
Corrali's going to catch some heat for that one. It's going in, and he tipped it home at the last second. What an effort by McAvoy to help get this puck out, and then it's Lindholm sending it towards the net, and yeah, it was going in, but Corrali makes sure of it. He kind of gives a little shrug. Sorry.
Well, it'll be the first for Sean Corrali instead of the third for Elias Lindholm. And the Bruins about to go to 3-0. And Sabres captain Rasmus Dahlin just shattered his stick over by the Buffalo bench as a piece of it came flying out onto the ice.
Corrali's on the bench now. Yeah, well, I mean, somebody was coming back for the Sabres, but he was going to make sure, but with only 2 seconds to go, I didn't get out of it.
Face-off won by Danforth. It is academic. Bruins are 3-0 on the season with a 3-1 win here on home ice. Buffalo made them work for it in the third period, but they get the job done. And now they'll get ready to welcome in Tampa Bay here on Monday afternoon. We'll be back with a recap from TD Garden on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
What is the Buff I didn't know who would even care about my book tracks on TikTok. Turns out it helped an entire community of people fall back in love with reading. You gotta read this. Read it!
Buffalo changing and Boston the same.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on 2026 Ridgeline, 2026 Passport, 2026 CR-V.
Samuelson continued to the net with the shot taken by Zucker.
Hey, hockey fans, it's Bob Beers. If you're ready to upgrade
and he moves to Zucker, and then he goes right down the gut. He's going right straight to the net. And it forced that D to come across. It gave Swayman something to look at because he was coming down the middle, so he had to be aware of maybe that pass coming through.
Splinter or peel.
Looks like short side right there is where
Zucker's able to beat Swayman. Will last year after year after year. Connect with a local contractor or order free samples at TimberTech.com to see the TimberTech difference for yourself. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
TD cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden. From pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. These benefits were made for game time. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins.
When it's really cold, you'll feel it in your bones, and your house will feel it in its pipes. Of course, if your pipes burst, you're going to feel it in your wallet, too.
Side and it dribbles in. Dirty deflection that gets past
Massachusetts and New Hampshire homeowners if you have water leak devices or freeze detection systems. It's smart to think safety first. Ask an independent agent about safety insurance.
Coming up with a puck, getting the point. Good possession. First shot right there.
Now's the time for a great deal on a
new Honda. With the puck in the
for a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or 2026 HRV. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
McAvoy coming down, and there's the quick shot. That might have hit Connor Timmons in front of the
Lowe's knows pros and then just join my Lowe's Pro Rewards for free and get $20 off your first qualifying purchase of $100 or more just for signing up. Plus, enjoy free standard shipping and more ways to save on your next job.
Near post. Here's a chance. Swayman. It's a pad on that one. There's Peyton Krebs.
Free standard shipping not available in Alaska and Hawaii. Exclusions and more terms apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Visit Lowe's.com/pro-loyalty for details. Subject to change.
Nobody beats a Town Fair tire deal. And I mean nobody. So if you're looking for Michelin tires at the guaranteed lowest price, get to Town Fair today. Michelin winter tires offer a shorter stopping distance on ice and snow, along with predictable handling in cold, dry, and wet winter conditions. For the guaranteed lowest price and free services for life on Michelin tires, nobody beats Town Fair tires. And I mean nobody.
Dirty deflection that gets past Lyons. And it's 2-0. Bruins.
piece of this, but if not,
now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2026 Ridgeline, 2026 Passport, or 2026 CRV. Hurry into your Honda.
They come up with the puck on the far side. Good support coming out.
Hockey fans, it's Bob here. If you're ready to upgrade your outdoor living space, look no further than TimberTech Decking and Railing. TimberTech is the #1 premium composite decking brand, and it's tough enough to handle anything. It looks just like real wood, but without the costly maintenance of a wood deck. It won't rot, warp, splinter, or peel, ever. And it's backed by industry-leading warranties, so your deck will last year after year after year. Connect with a local contractor or order free samples at TimberTech.com to see the TimberTech difference for yourself. TimberTech, everything wood should be.
TD cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden, from pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. These benefits were made for game time. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins.
When it's really cold, you'll feel it in your bones, and your house will feel it in its pipes. Of course, if your pipes burst, you're going to feel it in your wallet, too. That's why Safety Insurance offers discounts to Massachusetts and New Hampshire homeowners if you have water leak devices or freeze detection systems. It's smart to think safety first. Ask an independent agent about Safety Insurance. We'll help you manage life storms.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord for 2026
They come up with the puck on the far side. Good support coming out.
Hit a Sabre player in front, maybe Timmins.
And then just there's McElroy. McElroy coming
Join
down.
Milo's Pro Rewards for free to get $20 off your first qualifying purchase of $100 or more just for signing up. Plus, enjoy free standard shipping and more ways to save on your next job. Lowe's, we help, you save. Offer valid for new members only. Not valid with any other discount. Free standard shipping not available in West
Here's a
Loyalty.
chance.
Exclusions and more terms apply. Loyalty program is subject to terms and
Peyton
conditions. Visit Lowe's.com/pro-loyalty for details. Subject to change.
Monster menu is now at Burger
The Celtics play on the Sports Hub.
Bruins 3-1 victory tonight over the Buffalo Sabres. We are joined downstairs by the winning goaltender, Jeremy Swayman. Sway, first off, that first period, you didn't have a whole lot to do. Is it tough to kind of keep yourself in the game when the play's all up the other end?
It is tough to keep a rhythm, but you know what? It's fun to watch, and I think that's what keeps me going, is just watching my boys work their asses off and get results. So I was having a great time, and then obviously we had pressure in the second. Hopefully I did my job and helped the boys out, but really fun to watch it in the first and see how we stuck together and got it done tonight.
Sway, with the change kind of in the defensive zone, I know it's not a massive change, but the way that you guys defend in the defensive zone, does anything change for you?
No, not really. It's kind of funny. It's still just coming to the net, so I just want to focus on my blue crease, and I know the guys in front of me will do their job, and they're doing a hell of a job. I'm so happy with the guys in front of me and their efforts.
One of the things that Marco's talked about is, having you and Corpy have to handle a lot of dump-ins. If you guys are playing the right way in the neutral zone, you're forcing a lot of dump-ins. How comfortable are you with having to play that puck a little bit more than maybe in the past?
I love it. I think I could be, Corpy and I could be a third deep pair back there. So just whatever we can do to help our guys break pucks out easily, avoid getting hit. It's an important aspect of our game and our breakouts, so we want to do our best to do that for them.
Appreciate the time as always. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, RJ. Thanks, Beersy.
Thanks to Jeremy Swayman. 22 saves on 23 shots tonight as he improves his record to 2-0 on the season, and the Bruins improved to 3-0 with a 3-1 victory here on home ice over the Buffalo Sabres. We talked about the need to extend that lead. Once they got up 1-0, they did that in the second period, and it turned out that they needed that goal. Buffalo was able to close the gap a bit in the third period and put a push on.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about extending the lead, which they eventually did. It was a little bit, a couple goals today. They were
coming up with a puck, feeding the point.
The bad deflections, right? I mean,
first shot right there.
Catholic took one.
They come up with a puck on the far side. Good support coming out.
They hit a Sabre player in front.
Maybe the third period goes off of Peak. I thought that was a play that maybe could have been a better decision coming up the ice out of their own zone for the Bruins. Sanderson had a good read in the neutral zone and ended up creating the turnover, and they come back the other way while the Bruins trying to get a line change. Zucker gets a good bounce, but one that probably could have been avoided. They were really in no trouble at that point, and did a good job.
Pushes it off near post. Here's a chance. Swayman. It's a pass on that one. There's Peyton Krebs.
But I'll give the Bruins credit for making that happen. They had 37 shots the other day. The Sabres did against the New York Rangers. Bruins held them to 22 today. A lot of them on the outside. Not a lot of rebounds again. Swayman was in control. Controlled pucks he should control. So there's no fires to put out in front of him. And, the power play was unsuccessful here today, but the penalty killing gets the job done again. They're perfect on the season. They killed 4 or 5 today.
4 tonight, so they're 12 for 12 so far.
Dirty deflection that gets past Lyon.
And it's 2-0. Power play and the inability to get the job done on the penalty kill. But if not, 12 so far in the season, including 4 more here today. And when you do when you have
the rush coming up with a puck, feeding the point. Good possession.
You kill that
first shot right there.
In the third period.
They come up with the puck on the far side. Good support coming out.
That hit a Sabre player in front. Maybe Timmins.
Congratulations, Jordan Harris.
And then there's McElroy.
Pass to Zaka.
McElroy coming down, and there's a quick shot
of the game. And when
that might have hit Connor Timmins in front of the net.
I think it did.
And then just
Yoki Hari. So you're without
3 feet off the ice, and then just drop straight down.
Zadorov on the back end, but you got to give them a spell here.
On the right side,
ends up being Yoki Hari and Harris coming out.
Samuelson pushes it off near post. Here's a chance. Swayman. It's a pad on that one. There's Peyton Krebs.
Team effort again.
Shooting apples.
A lot of chances in the first. I would have loved to have seen them extend the lead in the first, and even here in the third, with the empty net and a couple of the other opportunities that they had. But
are you really his father?
Pretty solid team effort.
Fireball blazing apple. Shoot it
back
straight.
To it. We might have to win some games 2-1.
Yep. Or 3-1 with the empty netter.
Washington was 3-1 with an empty netter, and 3-1 with an empty netter today. Sean Corrali, shout out to him. Getting to the net. That would have been Elias's
far side, and it dribbles in a dirty deflection.
He owes Elias a steak dinner or something like that on the trip coming up. But now as you talked about, you talked about it after game 2. We'll say it again after game 3. It's you're 3-0.
Greedy.
Keep getting greedy, right? See if you can do it again on Monday.
Up with a puck,
stiffest test coming up probably on Monday.
Good
here
possession.
Tampa Bay Lightning.
First shot right there. They come up with the puck on the far side. Good support
team.
coming
They've
out.
got that
hit a Sabre player in front.
Play well
maybe
against the Capitals.
And then just there's McElroy. McElroy coming down, and there's the quick shot.
From last year.
That might have hit Connor Timmins in front of the net.
Any win's a good win right now.
You got to 3 feet off the ice and then just drop
because of the amount of games that you have early in the season. It's imperative you get off to a strong start. Bank as many points as you possibly can. Tampa Bay a stiff test.
Pushes it off near post. Here's a chance. It's Swayman. It's a pad on that one.
Bruins win it tonight 3-1 over the Buffalo Sabres here on home ice. And now Tampa Bay will be here on Monday afternoon. We will be back to TD Garden to check out the out-of-town scores, give you the 3 stars, and wrap it up here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealers.
Hi, this is Jeff Kaplan from InUwindow in Naples. Cut out that game day glare from hard-to-reach windows with Hunter Douglas PowerView automated window treatments. InUwindow's talented and friendly design staff will help you choose the right Hunter Douglas product and you never install everything we sell.
Dirty deflection that gets past Lyon.
Puka, Bella,
And it's
I'm sure you've noticed some changes.
Who are you talking to?
I'm just practicing for when I have to tell the dogs about the twins. Because they'll...
Be fine in the spacious third row seat.
But they're twins.
You'll sleep peacefully thanks to your minimum sunshade.
And what about
good possession?
Extra cargo space for strollers and dog beds.
I guess you're right.
They come up with the puck on the far side. Good support coming out.
The 3-row Lexus TX, because everyone should feel like the center of the universe.
There's
Click the banner to discover more.
McElroy coming down, and
Experience
there's the
amazing
quick
at
shot.
your Lexus dealer.
That might have hit Connor Timmins in front of the net.
Skilled tradespeople and sales pros. Are you ready to join a team where your hard work is valued and your career can thrive? Gem Plumbing and Heating has 2 new branch offices in Massachusetts and is hiring. We're looking for HVAC, plumbing, electrical, drain, and sales professionals who are ready to take their careers to the next level. Enjoy competitive pay, benefits, and a supportive team environment. Plus, we're offering attractive sign-on bonuses. Don't wait. To join our growing team, apply at AskGem.com today.
Advance your career with an MBA or specialized master's through Babson College. Join this poll ranked #2 best college in the U.S. by the Wall Street Journal 2025. Visit babson.edu/grad programs.
For the best deal on any name brand tire, get to Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest price and the most free services, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. And you know, I mean,
Side and it dribbles in. dirty deflection that gets past Lyon.
Hey, everybody, it's Hardy. Have you called Revise yet? With the cooler months coming, now is the perfect time to call Revise. Revise is Mass Save Home Performance Contractor. What does that mean? They'll come out to your home for a no-cost Mass Save Home Energy Assessment. They'll check out your heating system and your insulation levels to make sure you're nice and comfortable.
They come up with the puck in the far side.
Call 800-885-SAVE or visit callrevise.com to schedule your no-cost Mass Save Home Energy Assessment today. That's callrevise.com.
That might have hit Connor Timmins in front of the net. And then just...
Here's the break. Let go by Raymond across for Kane to Raymond. He scores! What a beautiful play! A power play goal! And goal number 100 for Lucas Raymond.
Swayman
was in a benchable game winner. The Red Wings would add on a couple of empty net goals and roll to a defeat over the Toronto Maple Leafs. Final there was 6-3. Finals from around the NHL earlier today. Winnipeg 3-2 winners over the LA Kings. It was St. Louis defeating Calgary by the score of 4-2. Devils get their first win of the season. 5-3 winners over the Tampa Bay Lightning. Florida keeps rolling 6-2 over the Ottawa Senators. Rangers pound the Penguins 6-1. Third period action. Washington Capitals leading the Islanders by the score of 4-2. 3-3 now starting overtime between the Flyers and the Hurricanes. Late in the third period, Montreal with a 3-2 lead over
dirty deflection that gets past.
At the end of two periods, Nashville 2 and Utah 1. In the second period, it's Columbus and Minnesota tied up at 2. At the end of one period, Dallas 1-0 lead over Colorado.
And here at TD Garden tonight, the Bruins
coming up with a puck, feeding the point.
The final
Good
score.
possession.
The Star Market
First shot
Foundation's
right
Nourishing
there.
Neighbors Initiative.
They come up with the puck on the far side. Good support coming out.
Hit a Sabre player in front. Maybe $100 to fight food insecurity.
And then just
with
there's
5 feeds tonight, that's another $500
coming down,
for the
and there's the
Boston
quick
Bruins.
shot.
That
might have hit Connor Timmins in front of the net. And then just...
Let's give you our 3 stars of the night. Bruins will sweep those honors. Number 3 star with a goal and an assist, Mark Castle. H. Thompson got it to the blue line, but not out. And it's thrown to the net and in. Off of the deflection in front.
Swayman. It's a pass.
And the Bruins make it 2-0 as Kastelik has it redirect past Lyon. So Kastelik with that goal in the second period to make it a 2-0 game, and then he would assist on Sean Corrali's empty netter in the waning seconds of the third period as well. Second star with the first goal of the night and his first of the season, Pavel Zacha. Harris has it far circle. Zacha, one-timer, score! And the Bruins cash in with 4:12 to go here in the first period. Pavel Zacha makes it 1-0. Zacha's first of the year, also the first Bruins point in the career of Jordan Harris, the Haverhill native, making his official Bruins debut tonight in place of the injured campus Lindholm. And the number 1 star in our Lexus Amazing Player of the Game, goaltender Jeremy Swayman. Timmins
they come up with the puck on the far side. Good support coming out.
Swayman with a right pad save on Krebs, who had a spot.
And then just
Bruins touch it up to draw the whistle, and a scrum breaks out behind the net. Doan gets it into the zone with some space and gets a backhander in on Swayman, who made the save. Over to the far side for Tuck. Tuck goes back across for Thompson, one-timer, and a good stop by Swayman. Swayman only had to make 2 saves in the first period, but finished the night with 22 saves on 23 Buffalo shots to get the victory. And he is our Lexus Amazing Player of the Game, brought to you by the Lexus TX. Room for whatever your passion is. In fact, up to 7 passionate individuals can ride in perfect comfort in the 3-row Lexus TX. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. The Bruins, by the way, 31 shots on goal on or 31 shots on goal total, 30 of them against Alex Lyon, 1 into the empty net. He made 28 saves on 30 shots that he faced. Takes the loss, drops him to 0-2 on the year. Jeremy Swayman, 22 out of 23.
Dirty deflection that gets past Lyon.
Bruins and Sabres each went 0-4 on power play tonight. That makes the Bruins 12-12 on the penalty kill and 2-11 on man advantage so far.
The rush coming up with a puck, feeding the point.
So next up, it's the Tampa Bay Lightning coming to town here.
They come up with a puck on the far side. Good support coming out.
Afternoon here at TD Garden. We'll have it for you across the network with our pregame coverage getting underway at 12:30.
And there's the quick shot
just after.
That might have hit Connor Timmins.
Our executive producer Jeremy Conley with us here in the booth. Our studio engineer Jeff Williams and for Bob Beers. I'm Ryan Johnston. Thanks so much for being with us. And good night from TD Garden.
Now on the right side is defenseman Timmins.
Bruins hockey.
Samuelson dishes it off near post. Here's a chance. Swayman. It's a pad on that one. There's Peyton Krebs.
Boston Bruins hockey is brought to you by your local New England Honda dealers. Charleston Star Market, Safety Insurance, Town Fair Tire, Granite City Electric's GCE Night Train, your New England Ford dealers, Blue Sky Restoration Contractors, and by Catcher's Law.
Shoot it straight.
And by Dairy Queen, Peerless Boilers, Timber Tech Decking and Railing, Charles D. Sheehan, Windows, Live Nation, your Boston area Lexus dealers, Tito's Handmade Vodka, and by
Shot pass to the big man, but it finds its way to the far side, and it dribbles in. A dirty deflection that gets past Lyon. And it's 2-0.
Bruins hockey is a presentation of the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
Here they are, just in on the rush, coming up with a puck, feeding the point. Good possession. First shot right there. They come up with the puck in the far side. Good support coming out.
They hit a Sabre player in front, maybe Timmins.
And then just there's McElroy. McAvoy coming down, and there's the quick shot. And that might have hit Connor Timmins in front of the net there. And then just a couple 3 feet off the ice, and then just drop straight down.
It's 98.5 The Sports
Now
Hub.
on the right side, it's the defenseman Timmins.
Put your hands together, and they're the odd couple. Teaming up and making plays.
Dude, you can be the guy.
I'm the poo-poo king.
Oh, boy.
I want to hear what they have to say.
I'm not gonna lie, the Chiefs were clinched. Listen to The Odd Couple every weekday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, on Fox Sports Radio. To find FS1 on your television, go to foxsports.com for details. FS1. FS1.
Shot or a pass for the big man, but it finds its way to the far side, and it dribbles in. A dirty deflection that gets past Lyon. And it's 2-0 Bruins.
Piece of this, but if not,
Kostillik.
here they are, just in on the rush, coming up with a puck, feeding the point. Good possession. First shot right there. They come up with the puck on the far side. Good support coming out.
That hit a Sabre player in front, maybe Timmins.
And then just there's McElroy. McAvoy coming down, and there's the quick shot. And that might have hit Connor Timmins in front of the net.
I think it did.
And then just
USC
a couple
with
3
an
feet off the ice, and then just drop straight down.
21-7 lead over Michigan late in the third.
Now on the right side, it's the defenseman Timmins. Samuelson dishes it off near post. Here's a chance, and Swayman. It's a pad on that one. There's Peyton Krebs.
Shooting apples. Oh! You know what'll fix that? New Fireball blazing apple. You know what? We should call your dad. Where's your dad?
It's Ole Miss in Alabama. I'm Steve DeSager.
No. Are you really his father?
This
New Fireball blazing apple.
is Fox Football Saturday, and we're breaking down your football day.
Down in the corner, in behind the net, he'll bring it up.
You're listening to Fox Football Saturday from the Blaze. To Postgame, your football teams are wrapped
the far side, and it dribbles in. A dirty deflection that gets past Lyon. And it's 2-0
Fox Sports Radio Studios.
Piece of this, but if not,
Monsi Bolaños and Martin Weiss.
dirty pool play the rush, coming up with the puck, beating the point. Good possession. First shot right there. They come up with the puck on the far side. Good support coming out.
That hit a Sabre player in front, maybe Timmins.
And then just there's McElroy. McAvoy coming down, and there's the quick shot. That might have hit Connor.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I've seen more egregious calls not called than the one you have said.
I mean, Nickel will be calling first time Lee Lewis in this. That's where I. That's where I'm.
Side, it's the defenseman Timmins.
21-7 at the end of the first quarter, end of the third quarter.
Here's a chance.
And this is just me and my group chat, so I don't know if this is true for everybody else in America, but I do find myself a pretty high-level football conversation happening in here. And I have pounded the table all year. They need to let Bryce Underwood play. You paid him $10 million. I don't care if he's a freshman. I don't care if he's 19. You don't pay double-digit millions of dollars for your quarterback if he can't play, right? And in the moment, that they let him go out there and sling it, it looks just like Lamar Jackson, but 2 inches tall. When they turn around and hand the ball off to not Justice Haynes, this is what you end up getting. It's 21-7 U.S.
What year is Bryce Underwood?
He is a freshman. This is his 6th college football game.
Okay, so he's a freshman.
Yes.
So maybe there's a reason why the approach is this way.
Yes, the reason is the head coach and the offensive coordinator are blowing it. That is the reason. That is the reason.
Okay.
I was saying, look,
there's McElroy.
Saban has said it, Meyer has said it. It's not about paying guys. It's who you pay.
Right.
You can't pay somebody in college football $10 million unless that person is a immediate game changer. Immediate.
Pushes it off near post. Here's a
It's
chance.
$10 million.
It's a pat on that one. It's Peyton
Immediate game changer. And here's the thing: when you let him run, when they run him, like when they play him like Oklahoma plays John Mateer, this is one of the best teams in the nation.
Yeah.
When they play him like he had homecoming 6 weeks ago, this is what happens.
There's a bit of a responsibility for you to kind of mold this freshman quarterback into something besides just letting him go out there and go completely based on skill and talent.
That's training camp.
But training camps are the same.
That's practice.
It's not the
We
same.
got to get this thing going.
It's
We got to get this thing going. We got to get this thing going. We got dress code. We got NIL money. We got. Hey, the dude who made Google put down 10. Like I'm telling you, that's where the money is. We got the money. It's got to spend.
Coming up
It's
with
got
the
to
puck, feeding the point.
Let it out. Let it out.
Got to have.
First shot right there.
USC.
They come up with the puck on the far side. Good support coming out.
USC like this?
That is a dig at Ian.
No, this is it. They get pushed around. It's not physical.
My favorite is I don't have to say anything. I just I let the boys do the talking on the field.
15 minutes left in that one. Let's see how it ends up.
Couple 3 feet off the ice and then just drop straight down.
All right, so I guess first we got an update last week. You both went 4-1.
Here's a
So yeah, I texted Martin for his picks. Obviously, he was at a wedding, but you actually, this was, I think this is a first. You guys were in complete agreement every game, so it makes sense you both went 4-1.
I was looking at him and I was like, I just think she's right.
Yeah.
It just happens to be like, if I had been here, I would have been like, no, pick another one, pick another one. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I am on continuing my impressive streak of picking the underdog that then doesn't score a touchdown the next day.
Right.
Well, you both picked the Chargers over the Commanders, and that was the only one. The only one that you. Otherwise, we would have been a 5-0. Oh well, let's go for 5-0 this week, shall we?
Let's go.
All right. First game I got for you guys: the Seahawks at Jaguars. Seattle is favored by 1.5 on the road. Remember, the Jaguars are coming off that big win on Monday Night Football over the Chiefs. Monty, who you got?
So this is an interesting one for me because I still have questions on both of these teams, to be honest with you. But I'm going to say that I don't believe the Jaguars are 4-1. I just don't believe it. So I'm going to take the Seahawks to cover.
That might have hit Connor Timmons in front of the net.
I'm going to take the Jags because I think this is my thought process. The Jaguars have forced so many turnovers. Sam Darnold he'll put the ball up at risk. I think he's played the best ball in his career, but he will put the ball up at risk. I think that might be the difference.
Next up, the San Francisco 49ers.